Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Guardians took their second straight from the Angels with a 3-2 victory in Cleveland yesterday. The Guards will go for the sweep this afternoon. First pitch is set for 1:10. The Cincinnati Reds lost to the Washington Nationals 10-4 last night. The Reds will try to get back in the win column tonight. Coverage starts just after 6 o'clock on the Fan 2. And in the NBA playoffs, the San Antonio Spurs beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in a blowout, 126-97. Spurs are up 3-2 in that series. The Cleveland Cavaliers will be in Detroit taking on the Pistons with that series tied at 2 headed into Game 5 tonight. Tip-off is scheduled for 8 o'clock. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reach your health and weight goals with Reclaim by Awaken 180, a 10-week medication-free plan. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how are you, bud?
I'm not doing well.
Oh, what's going on?
So yesterday I went to play basketball. You know, Tuesday nights I usually play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I look like Kwame Brown out there. It was horrific.
Really?
Yeah, it was
that bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Kwame Brown would do you nasty, Tyvis.
I look like Kwame Brown in the NBA.
Yeah,
I didn't
Dylan,
say.
we know every every NBA player would beat any even great athlete like Tyvis who
Correct.
played in pro sports in another sport. We agree with that. Tyvis, I'm sure, agrees with that. We're acknowledging it.
Yes.
This feels like a land acknowledgement. Like, yes, we understand. We appreciate what you're saying. Now, on to what you were saying, Tyvis.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
So yesterday it was a situation where I got every shot that I wanted, all the post moves, all the fades. I got every look that I wanted, and the ball just didn't fall.
Really?
Yeah. So I played like a total of, I played probably 5 games. You know how many games my team won in that 5?
0?
1.
Oh,
and it took the last one. It was terrible. It was terrible. Then I got into it with one of the guys that was there.
Was it the guy who popped his Achilles? You were just yelling at him on the sideline?
No, I have not seen him. And he is the reason why I refuse to go any more than 75% when I play.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But no, what happened was my homie Teddy was guarding this guy.
Panama Ted. Got it.
He hoops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Panama Ted.
Watch the pick.
Teddy was guarding this guy, this left-handed guy.
Yeah.
And he was coming up the court and he was hitting trays. So what happened was the guy that I was checking set a pick. And you know, when the pick happens, naturally you do a switch. Yeah. So we did the switch, and he tried to hit me with the move, picked him clean, went down, hit the fast break. And I looked at him and said, I ain't Teddy. You was like, no, I ain't Teddy. You're not about to do me like that. So then it starts to,
You started some team drama?
It started
on your own team?
Yeah, it started so it turned into a whole. It turned into a whole. Forget everybody. Y'all gonna go 1-on-1.
Really?
Guess how many times he scored?
Rhymes with hero.
There you go.
Okay.
Like I don't know why he thought this was that.
Panama Ted's just like he's too tall, man. I don't know what to do with him. He sucks.
Why he thought this was
bull
that.
crap.
Now we lost the game, but that's not the point. That's irrelevant.
Well, maybe Tyvis. Maybe the reason you lost the game was because you were fighting with your teammates openly on the court.
I didn't fight with them.
You said this guy sucks. I'm not like him. You just threw your teammate under the bus.
He was struggling.
Where's team unity? Well, that's not team unity.
See, when you think about leadership, I'm more like Kobe and Mike.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I'm more of a tyrant. Yeah.
You would punch Panama Ted in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
who am I, Jordan
it's either that or I'm going to be like, Ted, get out the way. Get out the way. Just go check somebody that can't really move.
I just like how, in your mind, the leadership, the reason that Jordan and Kobe were great was because they punched people in the face. Not that they were great in spite of the fact that they were horrible human beings. Like, They were terrible teammates, but just happened to be so good they could overcome all of that.
But I understand why they did what they did.
I don't.
I do.
It doesn't work.
See, the thing is, some people respond differently to things. Like, for example, there are some people that you got to praise them. You got to be like, that was such a good job. Keep doing that. And that'll keep them motivated. There are some people that you say, you did a good job. Keep doing that. And that doesn't work. You have to cuss them out for them to stay motivated. Guess which one I was?
You were the custom out guy?
Nobody ever told me good nothing. They told me I stunk and what I was doing wrong. They never said what I was doing good because they felt that I couldn't handle praise, which is a total lie, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, even to this day, my wife won't praise me because she said, like, it'll go to your head. And I said, that's cap, though. Like, I'm the most humble guy in the world. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just want to point out that you just had a self-defeating prophecy where you said, I'm the most humble guy in the world.
Yeah.
That you can't, that the most humble person in the world does not say that.
I'm pretty humble.
It's a contradictory statement.
Yeah,
Tyvis.
very much so.
Dylan, stay behind the glass.
When it comes to teammates,
He's just trying to motivate you. Like you said, you get motivated by it. When people are negative to you, that makes you a better person.
Proved all those people's points in the past minute. When it comes to teammates, though, I think LeBron actually has the most cutthroat mentality, and people don't think he does. Like, people praise Jordan and Kobe for being so hard on their teammates. LeBron will just ship you out of town.
Oh, yeah.
He'll just say, get the hell out of here. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Did you ever see the movie?
He did that to Braylon Edwards because he got into a fight with his friend.
Wait, I guess it doesn't even matter
across sports leagues?
You didn't know that?
No.
The Browns traded him to the Jets because Braylon Edwards got into a fight with one of LeBron's people, and LeBron said, get him out of here. And boom, he got traded.
Could it also be that Braylon Edwards was not great, and that could also be why they decided to move on from him? Couldn't that have been at least a part of it?
No, I'm out.
Wait a minute. If I remember correctly, he had a Pro Bowl season like a year or two before that, didn't
What
he?
does a Pro Bowl mean? What does
It
it
meant
mean?
something back
I'm about to say back then.
I don't even know if it meant something back then, quite honestly. I feel like the entirety of the time I've been on the radio, it's been like the Pro Bowl sucks and why do we even do it? And now we don't.
When they stopped going to Hawaii, that's what it messed up. Okay, so Braylon Edwards had the Pro Bowl year was 2007. He got traded in 2009, so I was about 2 seasons later.
Oh yeah, 2 seasons after. You can obviously fall off a cliff in 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I don't remember what his numbers were.
2008, he had 873 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Oh yeah, God, untouchable. I mean, you can't move that guy. Jeez,
I'm
talking about.
I'm adding this factoid to LeBron resume for GOAT. He gets people traded in different
traded
sports.
off other teams.
Yeah, he did.
Did you ever see
he sure did.
The movie The Dictator with Sacha Baron Cohen? You know,
that plays Borat.
Guy did Borat and all the other character movies. Well, if you ever see it,
apparently I don't watch TV.
I know. Well, this is a
unless
movie.
It's sports related.
This was a movie, but in The Dictator, like he plays this, just authoritarian dictator. It's a comedy, which I don't know. It worked. Whatever. The point is, there was a part in the movie where he's like. He's very nice. People come up to him and they make a mistake and they go, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. And then as soon as they walk away, he looks at one of his right-hand guys and just starts like slashing his throat, being like, kill that guy. And then like the guy just disappears. And that's LeBron, basically. He's like, no, it's good. You dropped the pass. That's fine. Then he goes right up to the GM and is like, get him out of here. Get rid of that guy.
Probably.
I'm done with him.
You think LeBron was doing that?
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, especially when he was in Cleveland.
He's got the power to.
That's why he left Miami.
Yeah,
Pat Riley wasn't doing it.
No.
He's like, you know what? I'm the real GM of my team.
He the reason that he brought Mike Miller. He brought Z was with him. He took
I don't know that
people.
Pat Riley would say, "Oh, I have to do everything LeBron wants." Now he may have said, "LeBron made the suggestion. I too like this player, and I want to keep everybody together, so I'll make this happen." But I don't think he's just going, "Oh no, LeBron might leave." Like Pat Riley's like, "Go ahead. I built this team with you and without you. I can build it again."
They've been to the finals 2 times since.
Yeah.
And lost both of them.
Yep.
That's all right. I mean, I'm just saying they won a final. They won a finals.
The COVID one.
Yeah, and they won a finals before.
Who did they lose to the last time?
Was
I
it
don't remember.
Denver? When Denver won it, was it against Miami or was it against Boston?
It was Denver. It was Denver.
Okay.
It was Denver.
There you go.
Boston. It couldn't be Boston. They both in the East.
By the
I was
way,
saying, did Denver play Boston or did Denver play Miami?
Yeah, Denver played Miami.
I think it was Miami.
And they won 4-1 because I
Yes.
was saying that they was going to sweep them, and they ended up getting one.
good. This is called reading NBA basketballreference.com.
NBA
Basketball-reference.com.
Our NBA history segment that will get Fish in here early to yell at us.
Fish is breaking land speed records like now. He's just like, what the F is going on? He's just cussing out the car radio right now. All right. Bengals, by the way, going overseas. If you didn't hear that, they'll be playing in Spain this year, week 9, Sunday, November 8th in Madrid. I saw that they were advertising packages to go over there. Like you could do you could get a ticket for $1,000 if you already live in Spain. And this gets you like some pregame stuff, some food at the game, and a decent ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
$4,000 gets you 4 nights accommodations. This is per ticket, by the way, for 2 people. So you have to sign up.
$4,000 gets you
Per person for 2 people. It gets you a ticket to the game.
$8,000 if you go in as a couple.
Yeah, and it gets you like amenities at the game. It gets you some like pregame celebration stuff. There might be even like a meet and greet, whatever. It sounded nice. However,
People got 8,000 to just
like apparently.
Man.
But the thing I noticed this was all by the NFL. The NFL posted this, NFL's Twitter handle. I click on the thing just to see like, okay, and then what's the flight? There was no flight information.
So you gotta get your own
this
flight.
was get over there however you decide to get there. But once you're there, you can have a 4-night. So this is for people in
Is it
Europe
all
who
inclusive?
could travel over.
Meals inclusive and
It
all
looked
that?
like there was a decent amount of meals included in it. Yes. I
Okay.
don't, yeah.
That's not bad.
I guess.
Tyvis
I'm just
only
saying.
cares about the food,
I'm just saying, man.
nothing
It's-
else.
For $8,000?
Yeah.
It better be.
I mean, I hope you get to have a personal dinner with Joe Burrow if that's the case for $8,000. I hope you get to hang out with
Jessica
him.
Alba better be there too.
Sure. Is that the latest rumor?
Well, that was the one from a few months ago.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, look, this guy's a mover and a shaker. You know what I mean?
Kevin Stefanski keep his winning record against Cincinnati?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Playing the Falcons. Will he have a winning record at that point?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess you're talking about his record against the Bengals, but yeah, we'll see.
Or did
All
I
right.
say the Falcons? Yeah, I meant the Bengals.
Yeah. What are we talking
You said
about?
the Bengals.
No, you did.
Bone was pointing out
was
he's
thinking
coaching for the
like,
Falcons.
I was
We're on
saying
the
I
same
didn't know.
page.
I thought you were assuming he'll have a winning record by week 9 or
No,
whatever
I'm
this
talking
is.
about
I
him.
get it. You're saying his record against the Bengals. Got it. Okay. By the way, big news for the Jackets. They made a signing that is, I think, pretty significant. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. No crashes or slowdowns to report for you. Pretty good on this Wednesday, but here's the thing. The roads are a little slick and damp out there with the rain we saw from overnight. Of course, go slow. Just be patient out there because traffic is definitely picking up. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
More and more orthopedic surgeons around the country are taking a new look at regenerative medicine as an alternative.
Everybody that I've talked to, my colleagues around the country, are excited about the upside and think that this is the way medicine is going in the future.
That's orthopedic surgeon Dr. Ray Tessner, who's now at QC Kinetics, treating patients with natural biologics, giving lasting joint pain relief with no drugs and no surgery.
I like the fact that it's natural. I like the fact that it's safe.
At QC Kinetics, they take highly concentrated healing agents from your own body and put them in your hurting joints with the goal of healing and repairing damaged tissue.
QC Kinetics has become a leader in the regenerative medicine field. Their products are the best available out there right now.
Get lasting relief from joint pain today.
Regenerative medicine is going to be a big part of the future.
Get your free consultation today at QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY, and when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on metal supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, Recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked a 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST, or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you, or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Hey folks, it's game day and the betting's gonna be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right, you gotta pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
The Reds are on the Fans family of stations all season long. If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you. Your home of the Reds. The Fan, the Fan 2, and the Fan 3. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Lingering showers will start to taper off as we go towards sunrise, with wake-up temperatures in the 50s and breezy winds. For today, expect a mix of sun and clouds. We'll see some stray showers, although most of us remain dry and breezy with highs in the upper 60s. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 40s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are getting a lot of game times for college football. We will talk about that later in the show. But I'm feeling like the draft for these games must be going on. You know how they draft, like, Fox gets the first 3 picks.
You don't think that was just a one-day event? You think it just because it's multiple?
Oh, I think it takes them.
You think this is the NFL?
They have to pick every game on the Big Ten schedule. Think about how many teams are in the Big Ten now, and then every one of their games, obviously, you divide the number by half because there's 2 teams in each game.
I want to know who gets do you know who gets the third pick? Is it NBC?
No. I think it's Fox gets the first 3.
No. Like, okay, so after
the fourth, I don't know if it's NBC or CBS.
No. Like the order. So like, all right, so they get the first 3 picks of the draft.
Yeah.
Then I'm sure it goes CBS, NBC, then Fox, CBS, NBC.
I think it goes
is
back.
It like that?
Yeah, I think it goes
so
like that.
So does NBC got the last pick of every round, quote unquote?
That could be. Yeah.
That's not fair.
I don't know if it's a snake draft. I don't think it's like your fantasy football thing, because fantasy football orders are settled by, like, you know, who runs the fastest 40 time in your friend's backyard, or like there's some other thing.
Not the app. Just do it.
Well, no, but some leagues will have like a contest to decide who gets to.
You know what they do?
In my league, one of my leagues I'm in for fantasy NASCAR, but ignore that. We have like a little. I can't.
What you got? Who's your driver? Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton, my guy. NASCAR driver Lewis Hamilton. No, I've like Chase Elliott. All right. So, like, let's say you wanted to take him. Our draft order is settled though by, like, our commissioner, Ori, will do a bingo style thing. He'll do rounds of bingo where you're assigned like a number, and then over the time, the more of those points you get out of each round of bingo, basically, that determines, when you accumulate points, that determines the draft order.
You know how a lot of people do it? They hit me up on Cameo, and they say, can you dictate the order? Of our NFL fantasy draft.
Yes.
And what I do is, because I'm fair, I write everybody's name down on a piece of paper, put it in a hat, shake it, and pull the name right there on Cameo, so you can see that what I'm doing. Boom.
Look at that.
And that's how I come up with the order.
Is that another job technically for you? Do you count that as a stream of income?
Job?
Could be. If you promote it more. Get out there and see, because now you're going to have a whole bunch of requests now that people know that that's the thing you're doing. Talk about it on the radio.
He's plugging it.
Yeah, he's plugging it right now.
He's acting like he's not trying to.
Not plugging.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Over the past couple of years, people have requested me to do that, and that's for sure.
Yeah. That's right.
And he can do it for you, too. For the price of how much, Tyvis?
Yeah, how much
Let
you
him
charge
know.
for that?
Give him all the info.
$300 a piece.
I think it's like $30 or something.
$30. My God, you're going to be doing those 20. You're going to be 20 of those a day.
I think it's like 30. It's either 25 or 30.
Make it
bucks,
happen.
something like that. I don't know.
Well, you'll be making a decent amount of money. I don't know if you'll be making as much money as Charlie Coyle. Blue Jackets signed Charlie Coyle to a 6-year, $36 million contract.
Must be the money.
Yeah. Now, so the good and bad with this, right? The good news is Charlie Coyle is, I think, an integral part of this team. I think he elevated the play last year significantly. He had, I believe, tied his career high for assists last season. And I think he's got I think he can still be a very big part of this team. And obviously they feel like it too, giving him that kind of contract. Don Waddell said yesterday they had 10 to 12 teams contacting him, actively trying to, find out essentially what was going to happen there with Charlie Coyle. I mean, they're calling about other players too, but they were asking about him and what that status was. They didn't want to let Charlie Coyle get out of the building. He didn't. They signed him through the 2031-32 season. Now, Charlie Coyle is 34 years old. So quick math tells you in a 6-year contract, the last year of that contract, he'll be 40 years old. I mean,
the big 4-0.
There are guys that are still effective late in their carears
Alex
at that age.
Ovechkin.
Okay, he's an all-time great.
Sidney Crosby.
Right? Okay, well, again, you're mentioning
Tyvis Powell.
Okay, so one of those things is not like the other. That's right. But anyway, I'm just saying. So, I don't expect the back end of this deal. I saw some Jackets fans being like, "Why did we do 6 years? We could have done 4." Yeah, you want the guy here though for the 4, don't you? You want him here for the next 3 or 4 years. I presume still he's going to be at.
Didn't they backload this deal?
Yes, I think you're right on
they
that.
Put a lot of his money towards the end.
Yeah, and I mean,
I was listening to AR Anthony Rothman on Rothman and Ice, which you could catch on every day, 12 to 3 on 97.1 The Fan. I listened to him talk about it was a good deal to him because who's to know that if Don and Rick Bonus is going to be here 6 years, that'll be somebody else's problem.
No, I mean, that is essentially, you're right. That's part of what he's looking at is saying, I think they believe with this Jackets roster that it's close, but they need to go make moves. They have cap room. This is a deal that helps you with cap room now. It doesn't hurt your cap room space. And you can go out there and hopefully add some pieces too. But that's Charlie Coyle had 20 goals, 38 assists, 58 points last year.
Well, you know what the big question is?
What's that?
Does he wear the C?
Oh, I'm fully aware of that question.
You the one that kind of led this lunatic fringe on the whole C thing.
Why is it when I just have an opinion now, everything I say is lunatic fringe? Why am I just as a Jackets fan saying, I think Charlie Coyle is the type of leadership you need on this roster?
What's wrong with Boone?
What's wrong with Boone is nothing other than the fact that it's a bigger issue for me. It's not about Boone. It's about the culture of this organization since John Tortorella left. I don't think it has been as good. And I don't think they've had a clear direction. Let's be real. This franchise has undergone some significant trauma as well during that time, right? I mean, you literally had your star player tragically killed. That is just something that no team can plan for. You also had, in a different situation, not nearly as traumatic, but still something that's not usual for most NHL teams or most pro sports teams. They hired a head coach and then 3 months later had to fire him because he kept doing the same stupid things that he got fired for before when he was coached in the NHL. So, like, they've had obviously some stuff that no one would expect to happen to an NHL roster, an NHL team, that have happened during that time, right? Mm-hmm. But also, I think you have to look at how close the last 2 years this team was to getting to the playoffs and how they just didn't get the job done. And I think you do have to look at some of the on-ice leadership for that. And I don't think it's reading between the tea leaves. When Rick Bowness gave the press conference he gave, it would not surprise me if this organization is ready to move on, not necessarily move on from Boone Jenner totally, but to say, we don't know if you're going to be, you can come back, but you may not be as the captain.
Does captains typically, are they on the first line?
No.
Not always. Okay. It literally, it can vary by team. I mean,
Boone was playing on the fourth line and points of the end of the season.
And people would argue like that's probably where he fits on a good NHL roster at this point in his career.
I mean, that's where when the Jackets in their quote heyday, in the late teens, that's where he was playing.
Right.
He was not captain at that time.
No, but like you can be a leader from it. I mean, I believe it's rare, but I believe goalies have been captains, right? In the NHL, I think
Elvis can be a captain.
He can't.
He can't.
But goalies can.
I think goalies have been. Well, I'll tell you what. If they come out with that banger of a press conference, it's Elvis Merzlikins is your captain. Okay, that would be shocking. But yeah, I feel like the Charlie Coyle move is something that is meant to get a otherwise fairly young roster to learn how to play playoff hockey.
And last year was his only year that he didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, dang, I hate that for him.
I do too. But I think
the Jackets curse is too strong, even for Charlie Coyle.
Will you be quiet? There is no Jackets curse.
There's two things here, though, with Charlie Coyle for me, which is, one, like you said, never making the playoffs. I think something is important when a roster feels like they
never
owe it
missing
to a player.
The playoffs.
Or what did I say? Sorry, never made the playoffs. Never missing the playoffs. I think a lot of the guys on this roster felt personally responsible, like for that with him. Obviously, he had a part to play in that too. He was on the ice. But the thing that we aren't talking about with Charlie Coyle, at least we haven't talked about in this little discussion, is we talked about how many points he had and how many goals and assists he had. Do you know how many games he played last year? 82.
Oh, every one.
Yeah. And I'm saying, like, I'm not saying that's always how it's going to go with him, but he's a pro, he's consistent, and he is a leader. I think that's the type of guy you need to make a deal for. And then everybody else, there are very few guys on this roster that I think are, they have to be back. Like, I don't think this Jackets team, I'm not saying blow it up, but I'm saying you need to develop the leadership core better than where it is. And I could see a guy like Charlie Coyle, even if he's not given the captaincy, giving a much bigger voice in that room. He already has probably had a big voice, but now when you get this type of contract, no one is going to look at him any other way when he stands up and has something to say. So I think that's great. By the way, Charlie Coyle will join us today, 7:45. We will have Charlie Coyle to talk about the new deal, and I guess congratulate him on staying in Columbus. We'll talk to him about that.
Tyvis is going to ask him to lend him $1.
Well, you could ask him to borrow his car. Sure, he's got one.
I mean,
he drives himself to work.
While y'all playing, I will ask him. I know you, since you got all that money, gas prices is up. You got like a little Tesla I can use. Cardell took it from me.
Sure. That's fine. We now have a game time for Ohio State versus Texas. You could probably guess that one, but we also have some other college football game times as well. We'll give you all that in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
The road's still looking great out there, so I do want to take you over to our southeast Columbus area and still mention that ongoing lane shift that's happening on 270 southbound. Essentially, that left lane looks a little weird with that traffic pattern at 33. Of course, it's a 30-day project for resurfacing and bridge work, but at least some good news here. The end date should be ending in less than 2 weeks on May 24. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
Ray Knight's a familiar name to Reds fans. He managed the Reds for 2 years in the 1990s and was the club's starting third baseman from 1979 to 1981. And on this May 13th in 1980, Ray Knight had a night for the history books. He became the first Cincinnati Red to hit 2 home runs in the same inning. At Riverfront Stadium against the Mets, the Reds scored 8 runs in the 5th. Knight led off the inning with a solo home run, and the Reds continued to hit, bringing Knight up again with the bases loaded. And he hit his second home run in the inning, a grand slam, and a grand night for Ray Knight. This May 13th, 1980, in this date in Reds baseball.
This date in Reds baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Sun, splashes, and nonstop fun await at Zoombezi Bay.
Get your season pass for unlimited thrills,
including our all-new conservation tower. Buy now at ZoombeziBay.com.
They say great customer service is a thing of the past, but not at Newman Roofing. Quality products, expert installers, and a team you can trust is the core foundation at Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF today to have your roofing, siding, or gutters replaced this spring, or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world.
T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Ask Tyvis Anything coming up 1 hour from now. You can tweet us your Ask Tyvis Anything questions at Bone and Tyvis 971 or drop them in our always lively YouTube chat. I saw that Alex got a question in already. Coach Beard, Mario, Rusty is in the chat. Good morning to all of you guys. LW in the chat.
Trying to tell me that Keyshawn Johnson said he's the best sports media and it's not even close. Said, listen.
Huh?
He's the best in sports media.
Who is?
Keyshawn Johnson.
At what?
He's just the best.
He said he's the best
pundit. The best at what?
He's a media member. I told LW he can have it because I'm not a media member.
Keyshawn Johnson, who played in the NFL, who's on like ESPN occasionally.
I think he's on I think it's FS1.
Yes.
He's bounced around.
He used to be on ESPN.
Yeah, used to is exactly right. I heard the radio show. I'm going to go ahead and say
you don't like it? You wasn't a fan of Keyshawn?
He's fine. The best? The best? No, I'm sorry. That's not.
It's so crazy because I used to listen to like all of that, and now that I do radio and shows,
other media obligations,
I don't pay attention to nothing they say.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't watched First Take in years.
Welcome to my world. That
I
is
used
exactly
to watch
right.
First Things First all the time. I don't even watch that no more.
Yeah,
I don't watch
where
TV.
I'm at. I watch TV, but I don't watch.
Like, what's on TV that you watch?
I told you a few weeks ago I was watching Chernobyl, the miniseries. I was watching that.
That's not TV. Like, I'm talking about like BET, ESPN.
He wants you to watch
Bravo.
Network television.
Yes. What counts
You're
is that
not
though,
allowed
because
to
all the
stream.
networks are streaming stuff now. So everything they
but
make
that's
is
not-
like, even CBS on our channel 10, they're like, see it today streaming, see it tomorrow on the show. Like they
when you
always
cut
have
your
it.
TV on and you pay whatever you pay YouTube TV.
Okay.
Do you actually go to YouTube TV and select something?
I'll tell you what I watched yesterday on my TV. And you're right. And let me tell you, ratings gold, this thing.
The Guardians versus the Angels. Shout out to Angel Martinez
Hey, there
for the
you go.
homer. That's what you're talking about?
No, that was actually not what I was talking about, but good for them. What I did watch yesterday, and it's on again today, and I'm going to tune in today. Live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, practice for the Indianapolis 500. If you're saying to yourself,
You're a nerd.
T-Bone, you're saying T-Bone.
This is like you
Isn't that
telling
race
me
a week from this coming Sunday? It's a week from then. Yes, that is correct. Do they have like 27 practices between now and then? Also true. But it's me getting to watch the Indy cars go around the Indianapolis
T-Bone,
Motor Speedway.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I watched it.
You grew up watching the X-Files, didn't you?
No, I didn't watch. That was heathen. Are you kidding me? No, I was too Christian for that. I didn't watch the X-Files.
I don't even know
watching that.
I don't even
watched
know
auto
what
racing.
the X-Files is. I just know it was one of those things on TV that I always skip past. The X-Files. Or I thought ER was
Oh God. The X-Files. Tyvis thinks these are just shows about the alphabet. It's like we got the X-Files, ER.
What is the X-Files about?
The G League. What next? ESPN. It's all letters.
I really don't know what the X-Files is about.
It's about two, I believe, FBI agents, Mulder and Scully are their names, who are told about paranormal things and they go investigate. And it's the X-Files. It's like, it's off the books. You're not supposed to know about it. They don't even acknowledge this stuff exists.
I would have watched something like that.
You would have enjoyed it. Yes, it's like it's obviously all fictional.
You can't judge a book by its cover.
But like one day they're investigating like there might be like an alien life form. The next day it's like someone who's possessed by a demon. And then the next day it's who knows what. It's a mysterious death that no one can explain. Like there's just stuff paranormal. That's what they're
like.
Yeah.
What's the thing the Ice-T on?
Oh,
it's
Law and
not
Order
like
SVU.
it's not like Law and Order SVU.
No.
I do wish they had Ice-T on the X-Files, though, just for that John Mulaney bit about how he just does the exposition. He always has to say what is going on. It's like, so you're telling me there's an alien and it landed in a field and you're saying you got touched by it? And it's like, yes, that's right.
So for almost a year, I've been playing this every time we talk about the conspiracy.
That's the X-Files?
That's the X-Files music.
Wow.
That's the whole thing. It's like, it's all about conspiracy theory.
I didn't know that. You know what? You literally learn something new every day.
I've learned that you have no idea what goes on your own show. That's what I've learned today.
I had no idea.
Tyvis, do you know what this is from?
You need length and girth.
That's Hugh Freeze.
Nope. It is from, it's saying here, a TV show called Blacks on Blonde. I don't know. Is that wrong? That's what I was told. Is that wrong? Tyvis, you said that's your favorite TV show, I believe, wasn't it? That was the one you told us about. You bought the streaming stick for. Is that right? What are we talking? Oh, yeah, Ohio State's playing Texas at 7:30. That's the game time. They have that for September 12th, and it'll be on ABC. So if you're wondering, yes, Ohio State is playing in a night game against Texas, and it did have to happen at a stadium that is not Ohio Stadium because if it was happening here, it would be a Fox game, and Fox would throw that on Big Noon. But ESPN ABC says, no, we're not going to do that.
Are they going to get, last year, Ohio State versus Texas got like 17 million, I think it was. I think it was the second most watched regular season game after the game.
I have to double check to see that. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
I think you're right. Yeah.
Will they beat that number this year?
That's a very good test. I don't know the answer because I don't know what other games are on that weekend, right? Like, that's the whole thing with Big Noon, why Fox does that. And I know everyone's sick of hearing this, but for those who don't know, it's because they know they're not going to, no one is going to put a big game at noon other than them. So they have that window pretty much. All the other games are going to be crappy compared to that one. So most people are going to tune in to watch their good game. Put it at night, there's a chance other games could be good as well at night that are put there, and you may take away from the viewership. You're going head-to-head with ESPN's game, and both of you lose there.
I mean, the one game we know it's going, well, it's not going head-to-head with, but that's the same day as Oklahoma and Michigan, which will be on Big Noon.
Right. So that, yeah, it won't be going head-to-head, obviously.
Because this week 2, right?
Yeah. This is what I'm seeing from the Google. Texas, Ohio State last year, September 3rd, 2025 on Fox. Average viewers 16.62 million.
That was close.
Peak viewers 18.6. Okay. So you were right around the number. I think the Michigan game was an average viewership of like 19 million by comparison.
When is that? No, that's the next week. The LSU Ole Miss is the next week, so that's not, they ain't got to worry about
There's
that.
really no big game that week unless you're worried about Duke and Illinois or Arizona and BYU.
All right, well then
Iowa State.
That'll be a very good test then, because I'm curious to see what that number is when there's really no other competition for a night game on ESPN. You would think logic would tell you that number would be higher for the night game than for the noon game, because that's why they put the good shows typically on at night on prime time, because they know more people are around their TVs.
See, what we need to happen is we need them to blow 18 million out of the water.
Okay.
Just blow it out of the water. I need them to drop like 25, because then Big Noon will say, if we get the big time game, we're going to have to create a night window.
I don't think that would work because they still will say, great, we're not going up against whatever ESPN is putting there because that'll split the audience. ESPN uses that window. Fox is saying, why would we? We have our exclusive window. Everyone kind of has that now, at least, in their minds. Fox has noon. CBS can have their 3:30-ish kind of game, although now that hasn't been nearly as good with the Big Ten package because they're not getting first choice of these games. And then you have, ESPN with their SEC package, they're putting their best games on at night. So I don't think Fox wants to change that. Even if, like you said, even if they got 30 million viewers, I don't know that they would change from Big Noon because they're still looking at, but we get a guaranteed, we're the biggest game on that time slot. And I think that's what they care about. It's very bizarre how this works.
But if ABC doesn't get that number and it's less than it was for last year's game on Fox, that's even more ammunition for Fox to be like, you
trust
see?
me. They'll
be doing cartwheels.
And also, they should get a lot. There's nothing on.
Yeah, I agree with you. No doubt Hall of Famers getting honored by his former team. We'll give you details on that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Over on the west side, we are noticing a major crash involving several cars, too. It's happening on 70 eastbound at Hilliard-Rome Road, right before 270. All lanes are completely blocked. We see backups as far back as 70 at State Route 142. That's over by West Jefferson. And the delays, hear this, 45 minutes as you're heading downtown right now, folks. Avoid it all. Definitely don't take 70 eastbound right now. Get off and take 40 instead to get you to 270. Head northbound that way, get you back going eastbound on 70 eventually. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's D. Miller. Spring is here, but if you're still feeling exhausted with no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. Book a free testosterone test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to you. Book your TRT appointment today at lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com.
Hi, this is the Fan's Tyvis Powell. And if you're like me, you're always looking to get the most out of your money. And Huntington Bank can help you do just that. Huntington's checking and saving accounts are filled with features designed to look out for you, like early pay, 24-hour grace, and $50 safety zone. But as a Huntington customer myself, what I really appreciate about Huntington is how they show up locally and support the people and families that make Columbus so special. So if you're looking for a new bank, switch to the one that knows CBUS inside and out. Huntington Bank, more at huntington.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Jack Nicklaus's unrivaled vision. World-class competition. Yes. Golf's greats honor. Impactful charitable giving, loyal fans and volunteers, an iconic history defined by one handshake on the 18th green. June 1st through 7th, buy your tickets to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Visit memorialtickets.com.
Grilling season starts now at Billiards Plus. Shop top-of-the-line grills and turn every cookout into a win. Then bring the fun inside with pool tables, shuffleboard, and more. Everything for the ultimate game room. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Bring your landscape back to life with an unbeatable deal from Ohio Mulch. 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. You choose from absolute black, brown, or red to make your flowers pop and your curb appeal shine. Whether you're refreshing flower beds or finishing up that weekend project, Ohio Mulch, they have everything you need to make it look like a pro did it.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, cleaner, greener, better.
Get Eco.
ECO. When your drain is clogged, our drain team will clear it for just $93. If we can't clear it, it's free. And we guarantee it will stay clear for at least a year, or we'll clear it again for free.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Go to geteco.com.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show.
But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube.
Ooh, just to name a few.
Live or on demand.
You have no excuses. The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
Your ball.
This is Bone and Tyvis.
Tell you what, it is football schedule week. If you like a football schedule, you like to know when game times are going to be, you like to know what channel they're going to be on. Got all the college football games starting to get announced. Tomorrow is NFL schedule release. They keep leaking things here and there. As we talked about earlier, the Bengals are going to be playing the Falcons in Barcelona. That is on Sunday, November 8th in Madrid. Week 9 will be that game. But I saw this, that LSU at Ole Miss, that game is going to be on Saturday, September 19th. It'll kick off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC. So if you're not tracking who's involved in that one, that would be old Lane Kiffin, he of the formerly coaching at Ole Miss up until last year's playoffs when he abruptly left to go to LSU. He will be joining LSU, or he will now join LSU back in his old stomping grounds. That is also the location, Oxford, Mississippi, where he said that recruits told him they didn't want to come to Oxford because it was, I mean, he implied basically that it was very racist.
Yeah, it's 1965 there still.
Which, like we talked about yesterday, could very well absolutely be true. And I would hear that from almost any other person. But Lane Kiffin used that possibly true, probably true thing to say, oh, that's why I had to leave LSU. Or that's why I had to leave Ole Miss to go to LSU, is because it's, and I just feel like that Lane Kiffin has left jobs for any reason whatsoever. He's left to go there to LSU because of opportunity. That's why he left.
He didn't stand on business, though, yesterday. He took it back.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
he walked it back.
He did walk it back yesterday.
He a loser.
Well, here's the thing.
I would have doubled down on it.
I can tell you this. Everyone in Oxford will not be forgetting those comments. They will not forget that he left them during the playoffs last year. That game, LSU at Ole Miss, Saturday, September 19th, 7:30 on ABC. I saw the Oxford Police Department tweeted out a GIF basically that was like, oh boy, like, great. This is going to be exciting for a night game. That is, ugh.
You know what the interesting thing is? I think I brought it up yesterday, is that they are still, I think, the top 2 portal teams, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you did say that yesterday.
I think LSU
and Ole Miss
was 1
2.
and Ole Miss is 2. Yeah, so it won't be. And on top of that, both teams have the hardest thing, and that's a quarterback.
Yeah.
Trinidad Chambers versus Sam Levitt.
Yeah.
From where is he from? Arizona State.
Yeah.
So you got those things going for you. It depends on, it's up to the coaching staff to get the rest of the team going and get them together. But if you are number 1 and 2 in the transfer portal, that means you went out and got the correct pieces. You got to put them all together.
I don't say this lightly. Like, getting Lane Kiffin in and out of that stadium is going to require like secret security, like levels of help, right?
What they gonna do? Hit him?
Or what am I saying? Secret security, secret service levels of security is what I'm trying to say. Like they do for the president. Like that's what they're going to do for. I mean, whatever projectiles those people can find to throw at him, they will throw at him. Like he will get booed mercilessly the entire game.
Think people pouring beer and throwing popcorn.
I don't know what they're gonna. I'm just saying.
They're gonna bring in whatever they can into the stadium and hope it doesn't get confiscated.
That's.
Don't let them gas you.
Let's hope not. Right?
The Dildaroon. the lime green one.
That is a SEC thing, right? Be free.
You need length and girth.
We just talked about it. All right, so I saw this. No doubt Hall of Famer getting honored by his former team. Adrian Peterson be going into the Vikings Ring of Honor this year. They had legendary Viking John Randall, who is also in the Ring of Honor. They did one of those things where they had Adrian Peterson come in now for an interview at the team facility. And they said, oh, yeah, this is for social media stuff. We just want to sit down and ask you some questions. And then John Randall pops in. He's got like a special coat that they give you when you make the Ring of Honor. And he's like, hey, look who's here. And then, of course, everybody starts getting teary-eyed and they start playing highlights of his. And it's, Adrian Peterson, going into the Ring of Honor there. But the two thoughts I had are like, he's not eligible, I don't think, for the Hall of Fame until 2027. But he is, he's a no doubt Hall of Famer, first and foremost.
Yeah, he should be a first ballot.
I would think so.
He didn't never win a championship, though, did he?
No.
But no, he.
Oh, is that what we're doing now in the NFL?
It's the ring culture, yeah.
Yeah. He didn't win a championship.
I don't think Sherm should get in. He's eligible this year. I wouldn't vote for him.
He meets all your lofty standards for a Hall of Famer.
He don't.
Yes, he does.
Well, he's a terrible human being.
All pro, Super Bowl champion. I think considered best corner in the league.
He literally, Russell Wilson got them that championship.
Wow. That is
your guy.
I'm excited to hear you two play Call of Duty. Or is that what you play? Is that the game you play? The Duty?
I just played the Duty with him yesterday.
Yeah, and then this is going to be he's going to be to you. No, why did he hit that? That's not it. This is what I was trying to hit. I hit the wrong thing. I'm sorry. You know what? Let's just move on.
Adrian Peterson, he used to be one of my favorite players.
Used to be.
He's not he's not a Hall of Famer to me. Here's why.
Because he beat his kid.
He gets in trouble for beating his kid.
I mean, that's
What's the problem?
That's a fair point. He did do that, and that needs to be brought up.
Are you talking about the kid that I just seen the clips of as like one of the top prospects?
Here's the thing.
He just ran somebody smooth.
I don't think it's like his dad. Think it's the same kid.
We saw Adrian Peterson, I think it was last off season, fight a very average-looking man in the bar and get the crap beat out of him.
That was terrible.
I feel like you can't.
He didn't beat. First of all,
he got beat up by the dude.
Lose.
Yes, he did.
He didn't lose. You know what his problem was?
At least it was a draw.
He was too busy trying to throw knockout punches. And he missed every one of them. It was terrible.
If you're of that stature and that good of an athlete, you cannot be losing bar fights to average Joe. You can't do it.
He didn't lose.
Okay.
He just looked terrible.
He should be beating people. If you're a former NFL player and you're getting in fights in the bar, you better kick ass.
I just want to point out that I totally agree. If you are someone who says, I don't look at Adrian Peterson the same way because he beat his kid, I'm with you. I didn't either.
And then the first time we see him fight an adult,
Joe Jackson did it, and y'all went to go watch the Michael movie.
One, I didn't. Two, I'm not putting Joe Jackson in any Hall of Fames. So that's not another thing that we're talking about.
Did you see the clip I sent you of Tito and them messing around in the studio?
Yeah, I did.
And they said that's why Joe did what he did.
Yeah, that's no. None of that's good. And don't forget, I mean, I was reading an ESPN article about this. The ESPN article headline is Vikings to induct ex-running back Adrian Peterson into Ring of Honor. This is their hey, the guy's getting into the Ring of Honor. Here's a little bit of if you've never heard of Adrian Peterson, we're giving you the rundown, right? And within 4 paragraphs, they get right into the fact that, yes, he was arrested for assaulting his son with a stick from a tree, a switch. And his 2014 campaign with the team was derailed after the season opener. He was put on the exempt list by the commissioner, ultimately avoided jail time and felony conviction, but was suspended for the team's final 6 games. When he returned for the 2015 season, he led the league in carries and rushing yards. So, yeah, he missed out on a year of his prime because of his own stupidity in that regard. But,
whooping the kids.
Yeah, you can't do that.
The kid's 16 now. I think he should have to fight the kid to get into the Hall of Fame.
He might lose.
I don't know.
After that he should have enrolled in a boxing course or something like that. You can't be sitting there just going for the knockout every time. You got to throw some appetizers or throw the jab a little bit, something, man. Good
This is back when he got. You're talking about the time he got beaten up by the guy in the bar.
Yeah,
we're now moved to that.
I don't even think the guy landed a punch. It was terrible.
Okay. I did see that there is an Adrian Peterson Jr., one of his kids, who I think is already getting offers.
That's the highlights I just watched like 2 days ago.
I don't know if the ages line up, though, for that kid to be this kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's the same kid. I'm not sure.
The kid should be like 16 years old now.
Well, this kid was in like 8th grade. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's the same age. That's my point. But who cares?
How many kids he got?
Well, sadly, I mean, I think he also had a horrific situation with another one of his kids who I think died with with someone else in someone else's custody, not in his custody, but his
kid died.
I think he had he's had a few kids and some different situations there. So regardless of like his family situations, all that stuff on the field, he's a no doubt Hall of Famer. But obviously, you got to take all of that into consideration, I guess, as you talk about some of these players and their legacies. The Browns have no excuses this year. I'll explain next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, some better news on the west side of Columbus. The left lane is now blocked on 70 eastbound at Hilliard Rome Road. Still monitoring that crash. We've been following for the past 30 minutes or so. But we also have other crashes around the metro, including 315 southbound at 670 east. So expect some lane closures this morning. And no incidents, but of course getting really busy in southeast Columbus. Outside of Canal Winchester, we're talking 33 westbound at Pickerington Road as well as at Gender Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Hey everybody, it's Berm here. Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Last year I heard Austin's 40 by the 4th message just like everybody else. And I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then I did what a lot of people do. Nothing. And that's why I like Reclaim by Awaken 180 so much now, because it's really about finally taking the advice of people who've actually done it and gotten real results. This is not people guessing. This is not people talking. People who've been there, who I finally listened to. And I dropped 35 pounds in just 7 weeks with Awaken 180. Then I lost 5 more in free maintenance mode. That's why this hits different for me now. Reclaim by Awaken 180 gives you a clear plan, a defined window, and a real finish line. And if you want a powerful goal inside that window, 40 by the 4th is right there. It's not eventually. It's not one of these days. It's right now. So maybe this year, you do what I should have done last year. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. 844-346-1800. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Happy anniversary, Mike.
Yep, Chip and his family can be proud. Tire Discounters is officially 50.
I believe the 50th is traditionally called golden.
Like the golden rule.
Ah, yes. Give unto others a free alignment. With any 4-tire purchase, of course.
But I meant do unto others, you know, treating people like you'd want to be treated.
Yet another reason that Tire Discounters has stood the test of time.
So you really thought the golden rule was about free alignment?
Alignment, so crucial.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, what are we wearing?
Lie detectors. Anytime a lie is detected, we get a little shock.
All right, let's try them. So, Pella was rated by homeowners as the leading window brand here in Columbus.
Nothing? Okay. Well, our windows can change the look of your home. Ow. This thing sometimes shocks you when you tell the truth. Ouch. It's okay. I'm having fun.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville in Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
There are many reasons to hire Morgan & Morgan for your injury case. Here's reason 17. In today's new world, many law firms have had money injected into their firms by Wall Street, private equity, and other lenders. This money usually comes in at very, very high interest rates. It's one of the reasons you see so many lawyers advertising. I'm John Morgan. This money is expensive and the interest compounds quickly. These law firms can have a huge need for cash just to pay that debt. Why does it matter to you? My fear is your case is settled early and for far less than it's worth, just to service the loan that has mafia-like rates. Our financial strength is your advantage. That plus our reputation makes our firm your firm. Visit forthepeople.com to see our results and verdicts. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Sun, splashes, and nonstop fun await at Zoombezi Bay.
Get your season pass for unlimited thrills,
including our all-new conservation tower. Buy now at ZoombeziBay.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Guardians took their second straight from the Angels with a 3-2 victory in Cleveland yesterday. The Guards will go for the sweep this afternoon. First pitch is set for 1:10. The Cincinnati Reds lost to the Washington Nationals 10-4 last night. The Reds will try to get back in the win column tonight. Coverage starts just after 6 o'clock over on the Fan 2. In the NBA playoffs, the San Antonio Spurs beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in a blowout, 126-97. Spurs are up 3-2 in that series, and the Cleveland Cavaliers will be in Detroit taking on the Pistons with that series tied at 2, headed into Game 5 tonight. Tip-off is scheduled for 8 o'clock. This update is sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty for a cash offer. 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. We have Ask Tyvis Anything coming up at 7:30. Lots of questions already for Tyvis in Ask Tyvis Anything, so you can still get yours in if you want to.
We'll ask Tyvis break the YouTube stream again.
You know what? The last couple of weeks it has. Find out at 7:30.
Such a popular segment.
Well, we'll find out the strength of these old cables of the interwebs because we got that at 7:30. 7:45, Charlie Coyle, Jackets recently re-signed center, going to join us. We will talk with Charlie. We had him on during the season, so we're glad that he is coming back for this team, obviously. Big contributor this year. Hopefully next year they can push this thing even further, get to the playoffs. But we'll talk with him coming up 7:45. You know, speaking of the internet, my wife asked me this yesterday because she said, you do a lot of research for your show, which insert your laugh here, but she thinks I do a lot of research for the show. So she respects my abilities as a researcher of the internet. So she said, I need you to look into something for me because I don't have the attention span to do it. I want you to go, help me understand how the internet gets across, the oceans. Because do you know about this? We have cables that run from, the United States over to Europe, from Europe down to Africa, all the way around Africa, going over to Asia.
It's a long cable. Well,
there's lots of them. And they've had these for telegrams and stuff, but she was like, how do those work? How do they have these deep sea cables? I looked it up. We have almost 90,000 miles of cable running around the earth, that carry the internet basically.
So if somebody just go down in the sea and just
deep sea
and cut it,
yeah,
it's done.
Well, they have redundancies. That's why they have so many thousands of these, because they put up like more than just one, right? But like, yeah, they drop these cables down the middle of the ocean, and that's how we have the internet. They said 99% of the internet is like would not function if these cables did not exist. Like you would not have what you have of the internet because of these cables. So there's someone's job is to go out. Lots of people's job is to go out on boats, and when one of these cables is broken, severed, needs repaired, whatever,
it's just
they have to.
It'll electrocute anything in sight.
Maybe. But it's like, apparently it's like tiny little bit of fiber optic cable and then like feet of copper and all these other metals to like protect it so that it, hopefully won't, corrode or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, the point is that's how we do it. Apparently we have cable. They have one cable. They said that's over 28. I think is it 2,800 miles? No, it's 28,000 miles. One cable that runs from like around Africa over to India. And that is like how the internet works. So see, you learned, like you said earlier, you didn't know this X-Files music was from the X-Files. You had no idea about that. I learned yesterday that we have cables running all over the place that run the internet.
We just educating the world.
We're doing it today.
A lot of education on your way to work this morning.
Here's something else you can learn. The Cleveland Browns saw this from CBS Sports.
What about them?
They said the Cleveland Browns have the easiest schedule for next year. Now, the schedule's not out yet. Obviously, we're going to do all this again after they reset the schedule, but
which is tomorrow.
Yes, it is. The full schedules will all be out tomorrow for the NFL. Although they keep leaking like half the schedule's already out.
They do,
you know what I mean?
They do such a good job of just
do they?
They make it a week event, a whole week.
If you choose to engage with it, sure. I choose to ignore most of it because
we literally talked about the Bengals playing
the Bengals. I only paid attention to it because it's the Bengals.
We paid attention to the Giants and Cowboys week 1.
I didn't. Someone did and pointed it out, and we brought it up. I'm just saying tomorrow when the schedule's out, I'll look at it and go, okay, cool.
Browns, 17 games, 1 p.m.
Well, here
make it happen.
God, I hope so.
Make it happen.
I know you want that for your job up in Cleveland when you go up there and do pre and post game. You don't want to be there till 10 o'clock at night if you can avoid it. Now, the thing about this that CBS Sports said, they said the Browns have the easiest schedule of all the NFL teams based on just who they're playing. We don't know when those games are going to be. We'll find out tomorrow. But this is a little bit of flawed logic, in my opinion, because I saw CBS Sports when they put this together. They actually said it was the records from last year is what they're basing the easiest schedule thing on, because they're looking at how these teams did last year and saying this is how these teams will do this year. I don't think that's a good way to do it, because now you're talking about projecting to next year teams that may have completely overhauled their rosters, got a new quarterback, fixed their offensive line, traded away their whole defense. Like, I don't know. I don't view the records from last year as having a lot of impact on how good a team will be this year.
I agree.
So when you do the records based on that, I don't think that's very good.
Well, every year there is a team that flips their entire roster. I mean, think about it. The Patriots was like, 3-14 the year before? Yeah. And then they turned around, I think it was 14-3. So, like, you literally flipped the record. And then you got, like, teams like Chicago last year or the year before who wasn't good and then got a coaching change and, boom, they made it to the playoffs. So, every year there's parity in the NFL where it's going to be some team, and maybe the Browns could do it. I seen a stat that said that for 8 straight seasons, the team that had the easiest went on to at least have a winning record that year.
Well, to that point, I saw there was analysis of this, from how CBS did it and said, this is the easiest schedule in the NFL. Then I saw, we talked about this last week, Warren Sharp, who does, I think it's Sharp Football on Twitter. Good follow if you haven't followed it. Follow that account. He goes through and analyzes it based on, like, the analytics for what the teams look like now, projecting going forward. So he's basing this on, like, analytics projections, right? Mm-hmm. But even those projections have the Browns and the Bengals both with the top 5 easiest schedules in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So I do wonder this. Let's say that the Browns schedule is just, I don't know if it's the easiest, but let's say it is one of the easier schedules in the NFL. I think that seems pretty clear. However you slice it, the Browns should have one of the easier schedules in the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we allow that to set the expectations for this team? Because
well, you know where I'm at with it, so.
Where are you at with it?
Browns winning the division and winning 9 to 10 games this year.
Okay. I know that you're optimistic, but no, because this happens every year in Cleveland where it's like, If Shedeur Sanders could find something, or hey, Deshaun Watson turns into what he used to be.
Hey,
look
now.
at this offense.
Come on,
look at
talk,
this defense.
come on now.
Right.
Talk about it.
And then most of the years when Browns fans have done this, we have done it so often. Our optimism knows no bounds. Best draft ever, right? Just give Andrew Berry Executive of the Year because he just drafted so well, even though, I mean, we're going to find out if he did or not. The moves look good on paper, I guess. My question, though, is easy schedule, all these expectations and high hopes and all that stuff. Can we at least get this from the very positive Browns fans out there that, like, if it doesn't happen this year, can we not next year just go? Can we avoid doing the blind optimism thing every single year?
No.
Why?
That's loser talk. What you talking about
Why
right
is
now?
it loser talk?
Because if the Browns don't have a good season this year, they'll 100% blame it on the quarterback play, which then will put them in position to draft one of these generational talent quarterbacks, and then they're going to the Super Bowl after that.
Oh, I see. That's perfect.
They did everything. They built the whole team up and left the quarterback position alone. And now the quarterbacks have no excuse because they got weapons, they got a run game, they got an offensive line. If it doesn't work, it's a direct finger right at the quarterback, and they're going to take them out and insert Arch or Dante or whoever the heck, Julian Sang.
Right. Okay.
And that should fix everything, and boom, they go into the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And that would be right before they leave downtown, which would then answer my prediction that they will host a playoff game.
Oh, that became
downtown.
a prediction now. I thought it was that you wanted to see it happen.
It's a prediction.
Oh, it's a prediction.
They got 3 seasons to get it done.
I'm glad.
I'm sorry, but isn't the way the strength of schedule built based off of parity in the NFL, where they give the last place teams the easiest schedules?
They attempt to.
And haven't the Browns been in last place a lot of times over the past 26 years?
Also correct.
So they get an easy schedule many, many years.
Yeah.
And still have many losing seasons.
Yeah. This is
sound like something a hater would say.
Oh, see, this is the classic. This is the classic.
Sound like something a hater would say if I ever heard it.
Someone from the outside applies just a modicum of logic and says, it feels like this rationale is not legitimate. Like,
the Browns weren't in last place.
They were one of the worst teams last year.
No, last year, not the year before, right?
How many games did they win last year, Tyvis?
Last year, 5.
Okay. Is that good?
No.
No, it's bad.
I'm talking about.
They're one of the worst teams. They have one of the easiest schedules to try to help them get better because the NFL tries to make everything parity. It is stunning when organizations like the Browns can't make the playoffs half the time, given the NFL does everything in their power to let you have a chance, to make it parity, to give you if you finish the worst in the league, there's no lottery. You just get the number 1 pick. If you have one of the worst records in the league, the next year you get one of the easiest schedules.
Imagine if it was a lottery, boy.
Oh, guarantee the Browns would have lost it every single time. The luck that they have, there's no chance. I'm just asking for this next year. If we end up again with the Browns picking in the top 5 because they were bad, then I don't want to hear from like
Browns aren't.
Oh well, we just didn't have
5.
Okay, fine. If they are though, I don't want to hear. Oh well, the schedule. Or I don't want to hear about. Well, they didn't have their quarterback because then next year the schedule will be tougher, or it'll be. I don't know. Maybe it'll be easy again. But the point is, then it'll be. Well, we got a rookie quarterback, and then we can't blame it. Like I'm just saying, let's stop looking for scapegoats and let's acknowledge that this team needs to fundamentally change how they play football if they want to win games. They cannot go out there and every year blame someone else for it.
Bad for you.
Yeah.
You're just a negative Nancy. You can't help it.
By the way,
why.
Browns finished last year, the year before. Didn't the year before that, but did the year before that.
That's
so
the year that
3 out of 4 of the last 4 years they've finished.
God. And they only...
it's only up from here.
There's always an excuse. Paul D. Podesta is getting dragged through the mud for this.
Paul
and then
and
next year it'll
Paul
be...
and Kevin.
Next year it'll be, our quarterback sucked. And then the year after that it'll be like, maybe it is time to move on. Maybe we should have got a better coach and whatever. We have an update on the Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini alleged sexcapade coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Wednesday morning. Over on the west side, we are still looking at some major delays after a crash on 70 eastbound at Hilliard Rome Road. Right now, that left lane is blocked, but it's causing, again, some major backups as far back over by West Jefferson. 70 at State Route 142 out there. Take 40 instead to get you downtown, because we are looking at over 2 hours of just sitting in traffic with those delays. Would save you a lot of time. Once again, 40 in that eastbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Bring your landscape back to life with an unbeatable deal from Ohio Mulch. 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. You choose from absolute black, brown, or red to make your flowers pop and your curb appeal shine. Visit ohiomulch.com to find a location near you.
Welcome to Hollywood Casino.
What can I get you?
How you doing, Columbus?
The same Hollywood you know, with a new hotel to love. Hollywood Casino and Hotel Columbus, coming June 2026. Book now. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. Drains are clogged throughout the house. I'm gonna throw a fit.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you, or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Hey everybody, it's Berm here. Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Last year I heard Austin's 40 by the 4th message just like everybody else, and I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then I did what a lot of people do. Nothing. And that's why I like Reclaim by Awaken 180 so much now, because it's really about finally taking the advice of people who've actually done it and gotten real results. This is not people guessing. This is not people talking. People who've been there, who I finally listened to. And I dropped 35 pounds in just 7 weeks with Awaken 180. Then I lost 5 more in free maintenance mode. That's why this hits different for me now. Reclaim by Awaken 180 gives you a clear plan, a defined window, and a real finish line. And if you want a powerful goal inside that window, 40 by the 4th is right there. It's not eventually. It's not one of these days. It's right now. So maybe this year, you do what I should have done last year. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. 844-346-1800. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you want and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, foreclosures, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Call today and speak with me, John Kozik, for an all-cash offer and the help you need. At 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000, TurboTrackRealty.com.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvis, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Lingering showers will start to taper off as we go towards sunrise with wake-up temperatures in the 50s and breezy winds. For today, expect a mix of sun and clouds. We'll see some stray showers, although most of us remain dry and breezy with highs in the upper 60s. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 40s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
All the Ohio State conversation you can handle. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Your Ohio State flagship station. The Fan. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, now is the time if you want to fix your garage floor. You can transform your entire garage by getting that new Comer & Cross garage floor. It'll be gleaming. It'll be beautiful. And here's the good news. It is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift. The new floor you get from Comer & Cross, when they install that product in your garage, it'll make sure all that exposed concrete, those stains, those cracks, that'll all disappear. And you will be left with a beautiful garage that you can be proud of. And they'll do the whole thing in just one day. Yep, they'll take everything out of your garage, put in this new floor from Comer & Cross. Their pros will come out, no subcontractors. Their trained experts will come out, put this product in one day, have you all ready to go, and it will look awesome. But now they'll do that with 50% off installation when you call them at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's right. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, 50% off installation from Comer & Cross, the gold standard in garage floors. They'll put it in perfectly for you, and you'll say, why didn't I do this sooner? Honestly, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR or comercross.com, COMER cross.com, or 1-800-NEW-FLOOR for Comer & Cross garage floors.
You know, a couple weeks ago, when this whole Diana Rossini stuff first hit, we put a fan poll question up saying, is it any of our business or do you care? I can't remember which one it was.
Something to that effect, yeah. And about them, her and Mike Vrabel and that whole situation.
I don't remember the results, but I told you, no, I don't really care. It's not our business.
Okay.
Well, fast forward to today. I still don't care, and it's still not our business because what we got to realize is we don't know what they got going on. Diana Rossini and her husband and Mike and his wife.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like, they might be into, like, the open relationship thing. They might have an open marriage.
I mean,
that might be the thing. And it might look terrible to us, but like they got an agreement. Like that's just what they do.
Okay, first of all,
let them live. I ain't here to judge.
Let them live is correct. If that is truly your relationship, I'm not here to judge. I'm with you on that. However, judging what we have seen from the two of them, when both of them came out and said this is a ridiculous accusation, and then Vrabel said he's going to counseling and missing part of the draft. Right, so like,
well, maybe his wife didn't. Maybe Diana Rossini and her husband had that thing, the open thing.
Okay,
and Mike was tiptoeing on his. Maybe that could be, or vice versa. I don't know.
Well, I think though,
he's a sex addict.
Who? Which
Mike.
one? Oh, Vrabel?
And now he's rehab.
Allegedly.
Which is a thing.
Allegedly.
That's real.
Now, well, yeah, I've heard it's real. I guess I don't know how that works, but I guess if you're spending all your family's money, you're like dipping into your 401k so you can go hook up with like OnlyFans models, then yeah, you might have a sex addiction.
More.
Well, right, and that's a guy who I would believe if you said he had some kind of sex addiction, I would say, all right, probably. But yeah, I look at this situation now with Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel because there was news out yesterday or the day before. They had pictures from Mother's Day where some photographer was outside of her house in New Jersey, and they got photos of her.
Suck.
Yes,
every
her
time
and
you
Kevin,
step out, they down there.
Yeah, in the bushes, and you could tell they were like hidden behind a tree or something because there's little things in the way. But it was Kevin. Her husband's name is Kevin Goldschmidt, right? He's like
good old Kev.
He's an executive at Shake Shack or something to that effect, I believe. Works for Shake Shack. But there were pictures of the two of them with their kid, one of their kids,
Billie Jean.
I don't.
Diana's Billie Jean.
Maybe. Don't know. The kid's name is Mike. We don't know. But anyway, it was Mother's Day, and there's a photo of Kevin and Diana in an embrace while she's holding the kid, right? And so
just talk over that.
Well, it was Mother's Day. It wasn't Father's Day, right? It was Mother's Day. We know who the mother is. We do know that, but
I mean, hey, it fits.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know. Allegedly, all that.
They got like if he with her after all of this is going on, and they Mother's Day kissing and holding hands and all of that with the kids. It had to be an understanding in that household. There's no way. There's no way.
Man, relationships are complicated, right? Like, there are some relationships where if that happened, the next thing would happen is your ass would be on the curb, all your stuff would be out of the house, and a moving truck would have been called, and you would be in a hotel, and that would be the end of the relationship.
Think about Kevin. This is a layup for Kevin. Like, if he was really, truly distraught and truly wanted to get a divorce, it's a layup. It's right. All the evidence is right there. Like,
yeah.
So,
also,
therefore, it makes me feel that there is some understanding.
But this is the thing.
Or he's very forgiving.
Look, when kids are involved, it then becomes do we stay together for the good of the relationship? I mean,
well, what is that teaching the kid?
I don't know what I'm saying everyone's different in that regard, and I'm not here to judge. What I am saying is, because on the other end of this spectrum, right? I mean, one of the most public affairs ever in the history of the world.
Bill Clinton.
And Monica Lewinsky. And if you go right now and find Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, they are technically still married. All through all of that, they stayed married.
They had their thing.
Well, I think
I'm just pointing out that relationships are different for different people, because that would not have been the situation in my relationship.
You think Hillary got what they call her lick back?
I don't even
what?
I don't even know what that means, and I'm afraid to ask.
It's about revenge. They got their lick back.
Okay, is there anything about upping the blick when you get your lick back?
It could go there.
I don't know.
It's like a receipt in pro wrestling, T-Bone. Like, was she able to also have an extramarital affair? Because he did.
Yeah.
That's what a lick back is.
Well, now we have to explain what a receipt is in wrestling, but that'll be for our podcast called Arcane Wrestling. All things that work for me when you make that analogy, I get exactly what you're saying. But yeah, anyway, here's my question. Are we at a point now with Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel, where we need to know every single detail of this? Because I'm not saying this from the standpoint of, it's not our business. I mean, they're public figures. We're curious. We follow the NFL. These are two high-profile people around the NFL. It's a pretty significant story. I don't blame people for being interested in it. I'm saying I don't know if I need photos now of Mike Vrabel and his wife were seen at Costco.
That's why they
we get it that these people are for now trying to make this work.
That's why they need to just make it a statement, come out and just talk about it, get it over with, and then move on.
Well, see, that's the things that I'm currently left.
Her and Kevin need to do an interview and say Kevin needs to be I stand by my wife. We're not getting divorced. We still love each other, blah, 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 blah. Or we had that was our thing, blah, blah, blah.
They need to do whatever's best for them.
And then I feel the world will move on.
They need to do whatever. Yeah, you're right. That probably would get people to move on to some degree. I'll tell you this. This is what I'm left interested in by this story, because I'm not clicking on every photo. There was a photo the other day of Diana Rossini was talking to Mike Vrabel at media day for the Super Bowl.
I'm sick of seeing it.
And she just had her arm around him just like anyone would if they're talking to someone in a loud environment. It was not, that one was not incriminating at all, that last photo. My threshold of interest now is Diana Rossini tells her side of the story. I'm interested to hear what she tries to say. If she tries to spin this, if she comes clean, I don't know. I will check into that. If Mike Vrabel gives a statement about it, or like you said, either of them do interviews with their spouses and talk about it, then fine. Or if one of them, if Diana Rossini gets a job, I'll be interested in that. If Mike Vrabel somehow I don't think he is, if he got fired over this, that I'd be interested. But outside of big developments like that, I'm kind of not done with this story, but it's on the back burner for me now. I think now that I'm seeing on Mother's Day, we got photos of people that's where you lose. I don't need all that. That's my point.
Only Maury Povich can save us from this story.
Case of 4-year-old Mike Vrabel. You are the father.
Allegedly. Not allegedly. Not a thing. Not a thing. Not a thing. She claims she named him after her brother, I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Whatever. Ask Tyvis anything coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing a few other incidents right now on our roads. Starting over here just south of Grandview Heights, we have a crash on 315 southbound at 670 east. That right lane is currently blocked. We do have some backups, 17 miles per hour for your speeds. Also, a new incident coming in not too long ago. It's in our northwest corner, just outside of Dublin. The right shoulder is blocked on 270 eastbound, passing that 33 and 161 split. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Thousands of students every year choose Columbus State Community College, earning degrees that open doors to in-demand jobs, stable careers, and real earning power. Columbus State is making Central Ohio stronger. Apply today at cscc.edu.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Confused as to what to do after an accident? Or perhaps your insurance company is making the repair process difficult to navigate? Call us at Capital Ford Collision Center, where we fix all makes and models. We will work with your insurance company so you don't have to. Visit CapitalFordColumbus.com today.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And tracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, shout out to our Twitter followers, @Bone and Tyvis 971, because we had some tweets yesterday. We were talking about Ryan Day, his son.
We got to 1,000. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we did. Thank you for the 1,000 followers. We appreciate that. We hit 1 year on the air, 1,000 followers on Twitter. It's been some little milestones here. We appreciate all of you who've been a part of it. But I saw we had a few people who had weighed in. We're talking about Ryan Day's son, RJ, who now committed to Northwestern, right? He'll be going there. This is his senior year coming up, I believe.
Yes.
So he's still got a little ways to go before he gets on campus at Northwestern.
Reclassifying, which is what the kids are doing now.
So the kids are doing that. That's fair. But we were talking about what would Ryan Day do if he's, going to go see his kid play at a game, if he gets to start and Ryan Day has a bye week and maybe he gets to go check out a Northwestern game. As a fan, would he wear Northwestern gear? Would he just wear purple? So we had a few different people respond to that. Like Joe said, it would be pretty smooth if Ryan Day just had an OSU logo on a purple hat. I don't know. I mean, I guess that could... Those guys who stay on the sidelines with all the hand signals for Ohio State, like they wear different color-coded, things, and they, I believe, have Ohio State logos on their stuff. But, they have like a guy in green and a guy in blue and a guy in orange that are signaling in.
No.
What? Tyvis, why are you looking at me like
I know. No, I don't want Ohio State in purple.
Okay. I'm just telling you that's a way you could get around it. Great beer of the day said, would Ryan have to check with his boss before he wore any other school's gear? I don't know if Ross Bjork is going to tell Ryan Day what he can and can't wear. I don't know how that relationship works.
It's his kid.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Northwest, it's not that bad.
I don't think it would care. I wouldn't care. Captain Bly, though, I think had the best response. He said, I hope Ryan Day shows up to his son's game all decked out in RJ's jersey, all purpled out, nipple rings and everything. And I thought, you know what? Sure enough, let's make that happen.
Get to know your resident national champion. It's time for Ask Tyvis Anything.
Sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right. Request your free roof assessment today at ramosroofing.com.
Should we say allegedly on the nipple ring? Because Ryan has denied that, very much so. So let him know. This is from Quentin, our guy. He said, ask Tyvis anything. Would you rather have never played football or every time you pass roadkill, you have to stop and inspect it like RFK? So if you play football, that's how you. Only way you get to play football is if you would stop and inspect roadkill. You have to he said he took one home and examined its genitalia.
This is such a tough question because football has done so much for my life.
Sure.
So to say that part of me is not. Now, what I will say is I was an athlete, so I'd like to think that I could have made it in another sport.
Okay. If it was just football's not even an option, you would have thrown yourself into maybe basketball or
basketball,
yeah.
something.
You played you played baseball, basketball, track.
Yeah.
You ran track. Did you do anything other than those three?
Well, I tried to stay busy all year round because I never really wanted to come home after school because I wanted to go do practice and stuff. It kept me busy, kept me out of the streets and stuff like that. So I just played sports every season.
Yeah,
at something.
Okay,
yeah,
that's it. So you would say I would just give up football and try something else.
Correct,
but
I would take another sport more serious.
So you would not do the roadkill thing.
If football was the only thing that I was good at, then I would do the roadkill thing.
Okay, all right. See, Quentin, that was an excellent would you rather.
According to my basketball, yesterday. I'd be expecting a lot of road kids.
That would have been one of those where they talk to you at the end of the season, you need to come into this office. We don't have a scholarship for you next year, man. If you want to come back, it's going to be on your dime.
For sure.
SWK said, ask Tyvis anything. If you could do a segment like Tyvis eats a thing maybe, but it's something T-Bone has to do, what would that segment be? That's
if I created a segment for T-Bone, I would do a segment where I came up with. We did it before where we did I asked you a bunch of black terms and you had to respond to me, or I would do acronyms.
I don't know what that means. Black terms.
Oh, you know what that means. Sayings. If I said, what does IKYFYL stand for?
I don't think there's a Y in there because I already know I know you effing lying.
Look at you. Look at you.
I knew that as soon as you said IKY. I knew. Yeah. All right. That's fine. I thought it was going to be food related, but sure, we can try that.
Maybe we should. We do that every once in a while. It's not a segment. The other day, we asked him if he knew who Bodak or Kodak Black was. He said, I know who Bodak Yellow. I said, isn't that a Cardi B song? And you said, I knew something about a song, but I was clearly did not know. Learned about Upping the Blick. Yeah, that's one I've learned. I always, before you guys, I thought it was the art supply store. Now apparently that's something else. I think this has inspired a new segment. I don't know. All right, we'll test run that. We'll see. Sure, why not? I don't care. I'll do it. I'll fail miserably.
He said, I know what that means. I know you effing lying.
Yeah. This one from B. Sprague says, ask Tyvis anything. How many points would you score as a starter for the Cavs tonight if you played every minute? Cavs tied up 2-2 with the Pistons, game 5, I believe at 8 o'clock. That's on ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, listen, I ain't
play every minute.
I ain't no lame like Donovan Mitchell. I would have got 40 and a half and sat down. Wow. I'm totally kidding. No, if in the NBA, how many points would I score in the NBA game?
You have to stay on the floor
for the entire game.
Unless you foul out.
For 40 minutes.
Yeah.
2 points.
You think you could get a bucket?
I think so.
A bucket in the NBA?
I think I could.
Tyvis, you're 6'3".
I know. I think I would just shoot threes.
I think Donovan Mitchell would frame mog you out of this.
You know what's funny?
That's a kid's term now.
We talked about
frame
this.
Mog.
We talked about this on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. I said they asked me if I went up against Donovan, what would the score be? And I told them 21-2. I would lose 21-2, but I would 1,000% score because Donovan is 6'1".
Oh, he is 6'1". I thought he was 6'3".
No, he's 6'1".
Oh, man.
So therefore, I'm definitely I'm posting him up because I'm bigger than him.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely getting a bucket in that paint. It's happening. Now, he going to go on to never miss a shot when he get the ball.
True enough.
but I'm going to get a bucket. Sure.
Donovan Mitchell's height is 6'2", so you're probably right. It's probably more like 6'1". I did not know he was that small.
I didn't know
I didn't realize that
I
either.
didn't know
I thought he was
Anthony
6'3"
Edwards
at
was
least.
6'4" until the other day, and I said,
What?
oh, yeah, his bounce is I thought he was like 6'6", 6'7".
Because I think John Morant's only like 6'7", yeah. I think John Morant's, isn't he? Is John
like
Morant like
6'2"?
6'2"? Yeah, right. Those guys, that's crazy. By the way, I saw, did you see the heights and weights at the NBA Combine? They're doing that now. Did you see that Braden Smith apparently from Purdue?
5'10".
5'10", but they said his weight was like $166.
Oh, well,
I thought,
that ain't gonna
Good luck playing in Greece.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna get it done.
That's why that guy stayed in college for so long. Yeah,
he gonna get some assists though.
Yeah, that's true enough. Meat Sweat says, ask Tyvis anything. So Tyvis, since Little Tsunami will be here soon, are you getting the snip or are you trying for a football team?
No, my wife is getting her tubes taken out.
Oh, so then there you go. That's not happening. You guys
She
are all
said
done.
she doesn't believe in the snip. She said it's like a lot of stories about men that got snipped but still end up having kids.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like,
that can happen.
We're not going to play that game.
Oh, she's like, no, we're absolutely done. There's no chance.
They're going to have a basketball team. They don't need to have a football team.
I mean,
they got a starting 5.
Yeah, you got the whole
Maybe
family.
Tsunami.
You got 3, and then you 2. Yeah, exactly right. You got 5. This is Rusty said, you're a media member, Tyvis. You don't watch film of other media members to improve your game? Are you the Johnny Manziel of media?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I ain't no media guy. But yes. The only thing I watch is like games and clips of, like if it come up on IG, like if like Stephen A came up on IG or Twitter or something.
Davis and Igbinosin. Yes. Go ahead. No, it's IGB.
And I seen it, like that's the most I've seen. But like to physically sit there and watch their show, like I don't do that.
Okay. That's fair. Alex hasn't asked Tyvis anything. If you could call one legendary sports moment on the radio, past or present, what would it be? And then he said, I'd love to hear you call the last few minutes of the 2016 Cavs-Warriors Game 7. That would be
very
That would be, because you would be out of your mind on that game.
I probably got fired. I'd have been cursing and all that jazz.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been salivating over LeBron like Mike Breen did, though, which was completely necessary in that moment.
What do you mean?
The block by James.
That was, it wasn't salad. He's literally saying, like, yeah, look what this guy did. It was incredible.
Yeah, I'm saying it was deserved.
What was
salivation.
Were you watching that live, Tyvis?
Yes.
What was your reaction when it occurred?
I'm
saying specifically the block on Iguodala where he pins it off the backboard.
It went the shot. Was it the shot then the block, or was it the block then the shot? I can't remember.
I feel like the block was first.
Yes. I feel like the shot was first.
Okay, well, you may be right.
I don't remember what it was, but when Kyrie hit the shot, like I was in like disbelief. I was like, "Oh my goodness, we actually are going to win the championship." It was a feeling like, wow, like it finally actually happened. Like,
yes,
I sat there for like 5 minutes. Like, did we really just win this thing? Like,
were you more like stunned than anything else?
Yeah,
I can see that. Makes sense to me. It was. I was euphoric. I was excited. I loved seeing it happen, but. Yeah, I'm not a lifelong Cavs fan like you are, so that's a different level of excitement for sure.
I cried, T-Bone.
Did you really?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I thought you were lying. I was right. Charlie Coyle, we're not lying about that. I know you're lying. No. Charlie Coyle, not lying. He is coming back with us next. We will talk to the re-signed Jacket centerman coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Closely watching some major delays after a big crash over on the west side. We're talking 70 eastbound at Hilliard Rome Road. The lane should be back open right now, but here's the thing. Again, lingering traffic. Backups as far back as by West Jefferson, 70, even passing 142 out there. If you can, folks, take 40. That'll save you a lot of time on this Wednesday, because right now that's only a 29-minute commute compared to 70 east between 42 to 270. That's looking at almost 50 minutes. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hi, this is D. Miller. Low T Center is the original TRT clinic and has helped countless men across the U.S. get their lives back through high-quality testosterone therapy. It sets the standard that other clinics are still trying to measure up to. Low T Center has been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the market. They only use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded testosterone, so you know what's going into your body. Don't settle for compounded mystery testosterone. At Low T Center, all providers are board certified and experts in their field. They know the right questions to ask, the right things to look for in your charts, and the right test to run to keep your TRT smooth and manage side effects. They get to know you personally, so they can help you meet your real goals, not just your medical ones. Low T Center has a variety of peptides to help with healing, muscle tone, recovery, sleep, weight loss, and even hair and skin quality. So head to Low T Center and check out their peptide therapy programs. Book your TRT appointment today at lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we put new windows in a Dublin home last week. You wouldn't believe how much new light was let in. Changed the entire mood of the home.
You don't need fancy windows to change the mood of a room, Leslie. Know what else will do that? Wilson's Wicks, my new candle line. Here, smell this one.
Oh, that's bad.
I call it warm tuna salad. It's not for everyone.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Hey, Central Ohio, Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and we buy houses for cash. If you've got a house you need to sell, this is your season. Inherited, behind on payments, just over it? Whatever brought you here, we can help. We buy as is, we cover all closing costs, and there are zero commissions, period. Just a fair cash offer, and you choose your closing date. People are making moves right now, and we make it simple to be one of them. One call is all it takes. We'll get you a fair cash offer, fast, no pressure, no obligation. Hundreds of your neighbors have already sold the easy way, and we've got 5-star reviews and BBB A+ rating to back it up. Take what you want, leave what you don't. We're based right here in Columbus, and we're ready when you are. Call us at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355 or visit selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, family owned. Call 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
May the savings be with you at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, lease a new 26 Elantra SE for $59 per month for 2 years. Just $59 a month for the May mega sale. This month only. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus tax, title, first month payment, 7,500 miles per year, and 6-1.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit ramosroofingohio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by The Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Tyvis says that in all his years being in football locker rooms, he never once looked at another man's junk. He cannot say the same thing about working at this radio station. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, it was big news yesterday. Charlie Coyle re-signed 6-year contract through the 2031-32 season. He will be back with the Blue Jackets, and that means he joins us now on the Bryant Heating and Cooling System fan guest hotline. Good morning, Charlie, and congratulations on the new contract. What was it that made the offer from the Jackets so appealing?
Morning, guys. I appreciate it. There was a lot to it. It's never just one thing. I want to go to a place where I think I can win. I'm getting older. Been in the league for a little bit now. Haven't won, and I want that taste. And I've seen the potential here this year playing with these guys. I know what we can accomplish and how we can play and what we have in that locker room. And I know management will, probably add some pieces. And they still have, some work to do with other free agents and things like that. But we're going to put together a good team, and I know management, I know Don Waddell, our GM, they're all in, as they've told me, and that's how I'm feeling too. I'm all in. I know having Rick Bowness back behind the bench, that's a guy who's all in. So I love playing for him. I love playing with my teammates, and it's something I want to continue to do. And living in Columbus, we've grown to love it here, and just the way of life. I have a family, I have kids, so to be locked down for a little bit is a very important thing to me and my family, to plant some roots and have some security.
Charlie, congratulations on the new contract. 6 years, $36 million. I want you to know that, gas prices is up, and I am carless. Would you be willing to, loan me a couple dollars?
Stop it. This man, Charlie, Tyvis has 19 jobs. Don't let him fool you. For some reason, he's got a good friend who has a Tesla that loans it to him, Cardale Jones, his former teammate.
He's getting rid of the Tesla, Charlie. I gotta do something fast.
Charlie, don't loan this man your vehicle. You'll never see it again. I'm telling you.
Yeah. The gas is going up. You ain't kidding about that. I've noticed that a little bit.
Charlie, are you
even use the gas?
Are you watching the playoffs right now? If you are, is there any team that you root for?
Yeah, I watch when I can. Sometimes bedtime routines around here interrupts maybe the first period or so, but I tune in whenever I can. I like watching. You kind of become a fan when you're not fully in it. And I mean, there's not really one team. I've played with guys who are playing on some of those teams, and so I don't know. You just kind of hope for exciting games and overtime and things like that as a fan. But just to see the pace of play and how it is, like, in the way they play, that's something that we can learn from and how playoff hockey is, especially young guys on our team who haven't been there and experienced it. So I hope guys watching. I'm pretty sure guys are watching and understanding what it entails in playoff hockey. It's exciting. It's fast, but not a lot of risky plays, things like that in the back of your net, and then the momentum swings. So those things you can learn from just watching, and I like doing that myself.
Charlie Coyle joining us in the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline, newly signed deal. He will be back next year for the next 6 years with the Jackets, which we're excited about. That Rick Bowness post game was pretty legendary. Him talking about, what it takes to win and some of the things that he wants to see, changes he wants to make. You talked about how this team is probably going to keep adding or doing things to help build it here. In your mind, just in general, given you've been in the playoffs pretty much every other year except for this one, what are some things that you plan to bring to that kind of effort next year? What are some things you kind of, even coming into training camp here in a few months, I know you probably are trying to think about a summer break here for a little bit, but what are some things you hope to get the rest of this team to see?
No, we're already in prep mode over here. Summer can be nice, but we have all this time to get ready. So I'm slowly doing that and preparing. And it's nice to know where I'm going to be next year right now, so I can prepare in that fashion too. But I mean, for me personally, I'm an older guy. I have experience. I've played with other teams, good teams, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from different guys and players and teammates, and just organizations as a whole, and how they run things, and the good and the bad and the in between. So there's a lot of stuff that I can share, that I will continue to share, and things that we can maybe get better at, maybe little details within the locker room, things on the ice, of course. But I think getting better at, kind of as I touched on before, just the playoff hockey mentality, like playing the right way more often is going to help us. And we did it for about 2 months this season. It was no fluke. It wasn't like it was a couple days or a week or whatever. It was 2 months solid of we were we were playing the right way, and it was paying off for us, and we were one of, if not the best team in the league during that stretch. So it's there. The potential is there, and just I think that's something we got away from as the season was closing out. And, of course, some timely injuries, some big players with us that didn't help. But that's all excuses. We didn't get it done, right? So, but the thing is the potential is there, and what we keep building on and playing the right way, and then all the details within that around the rink, in the locker room, and kind of shifting our mentality on some things.
You know, one of the things that's coming up this offseason is about the seat, the captain. And, you know, listening to you talk and the way you carry yourself, if they presented you to be the captain, would that be something that you would accept, and how would that look for you?
Well, to be honest, I'm not even thinking about anything like that. Boone Jenner, who's longtime captain here, done a tremendous job. I'm not sure what the plans are. I personally hope he's back. He's such a great player still in the way he carries himself and his leadership skills. But we have a few guys who do bring that, and that's what you need. You can't just have one guy coming and being the captain and doing everything and saying everything. It takes the full team, and that's something I want to keep building on. Honestly, it doesn't matter if I'm wearing a C or not. I'm going to keep doing what I do, or letter for that matter. I got to keep bringing my leadership qualities and keep working on those as I've done. And it takes everyone. The good teams that I've played on, it's not just one guy or two guys or three guys who are wearing the letters that set the president and all that. Yes, they do, but it's everyone else kind of leading in their own way within the team and how we want to do things. The good teams don't have a lot of followers. They're all leaders, and they're all going for the common goal and working together for it.
Charlie, we appreciate the time this morning. Congrats on the new deal, and we're looking forward to seeing what the future holds here for you and the rest of the Blue Jackets. All right, thanks again.
I appreciate it, guys. Take care. Thank you.
There you go. Charlie Coyle on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Love it. We're already getting stuff done this offseason.
I forgot to give him my Cash App.
Thank God, Tyvis. Thank God you forgot. That's why we do it with all the guys we interview. Just say, hey, can you help out the guy you're interviewing you on the radio because he doesn't have enough jobs.
He can donate to
go to the Browns
United,
and ask Jimmy
United
Haslam.
Tyvis Fund.
Ask Jimmy Haslam.
I ask him every chance I get.
Get you all the news and notes you need from the NFL. The Huddle's coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you're coming into downtown from 315 southbound, keep in mind we are noticing a crash out there at 670 east. That right shoulder, though, is currently blocked. And just outside of Dublin, another crash. This one's going to be 270 eastbound, just as you're passing that 33 and 161 intersection. That right shoulder is also blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Bobby Carpenter here with my friend Jake Ballard with QC Kinetics, and both of us played football a long time, and one of the main things is you get beat up while you're playing, and the pain doesn't end just when you leave the field. It's always there.
So for me, I had a lot of pain in my left knee, and it was something that caused me aches and pains every day, especially in the morning and the evening. So looking for pain relief, I found QC Kinetics. They had a great reputation, and I wanted to find out more.
Jake, tell me about the process. Once you got into the office, how did that all go?
Once I arrived at QC Kinetics and went and saw Dr. Tesner, They told me all about my knee, put a game plan together, and we started treatment right away.
What is your day like now?
Now with QC Kinetics, I'm able to chase my crazy son around pain-free, and that's what matters most to me.
Take it from 2 former professional athletes. If we can get relief, the same is possible for you. Check out QC Kinetics, located in Dublin and in Gahanna. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544, or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
As the saying goes, trust is earned, never given. When it comes to your roof, who you trust truly matters. At Newman Roofing, we're more than just a business. We're a local, family-owned company built on honesty, integrity, and hard work. From the very beginning, these core values have shaped the way we do business, ensuring a customer experience that's second to none. Our dedication to quality has earned us the trust of thousands of homeowners across Central Ohio. At Newman Roofing, excellence isn't just a word, it's our promise to you. From the moment we step foot on your doorstep to the final handshake, we strive to deliver an experience that keeps you calling back for more. Whether you need a roof repair or a full replacement, our team at Newman Roofing is here to protect what matters most. After all, when your name is on it, it just means more. So give us a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Hey, everybody. It's Berm here. Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Last year, I heard Austin's 40 by the 4th message just like everybody else. And I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then I did what a lot of people do. Nothing. And that's why I like Reclaim by Awaken 180 so much now, because it's really about finally taking the advice of people who've actually done it and gotten real results. This is not people guessing. This is not people talking. People who've been there, who I finally listened to. And I dropped 35 pounds in just 7 weeks with Awaken 180. Then I lost 5 more in free maintenance mode. That's why this hits different for me now. Reclaim by Awaken 180 gives you a clear plan, a defined window, and a real finish line. And if you want a powerful goal inside that window, 40 by the 4th is right there. It's not eventually. It's not one of these days. It's right now. So maybe this year, you do what I should have done last year. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. 844-346-1800. awaken180weightloss.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Guardians took their second straight from the Angels with a 3-2 victory in Cleveland yesterday. The Guards will go for the sweep this afternoon. First pitch is set for 1:10. The Cincinnati Reds lost to the Washington Nationals 10-4 last night. The Reds will try to get back in the win column tonight. Coverage starts just after 6 on the Fan 2. In the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers will be in Detroit taking on the Pistons with that series tied at 2 headed into Game 5 tonight. Tip-off is scheduled for 8 o'clock. And the Columbus Blue Jackets announced yesterday that they are re-signing center Charlie Coyle to a 6-year, $36 million deal. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reach your health and weight goals with Reclaim by Awaken 180, a 10-week medication-free plan. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
That sucks for the Reds. Thought they maybe got a little bit back with trying to get off that losing streak. Now lose again last night. They've lost 10 of their last 13.
I'm ashamed to admit this. I put a parlay in yesterday.
Oh,
a baseball parlay.
Baseball parlay.
And I'm gonna guess it hit, and you made a bunch of money on it, right? Is that what happened?
It hit, and I had the Washington Nationals.
What do you mean it hit?
Oh, so you won your parlay?
I won my parlay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I'm $5 to 310. 7-leg parlay.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I was wondering.
I was about to make fun because usually every time you tell us about a parlay, you're like, it was so close, and then
No, I hit. Yeah.
one of them didn't.
I hit it.
I was wondering.
So you took the Nationals.
I took the Nationals.
To beat the Reds.
That's why I said I'm ashamed to say this, but I took the Nationals.
I was wondering why when he ordered Chick-fil-A breakfast for us this morning, he also ordered me the potato rounds.
Oh,
he normally
yeah.
doesn't do that. He normally just orders the burrito.
Got you a couple extra dollars.
Yes.
You see that?
Tyvis, very generous person.
Yes. If only you could hit maybe, I don't know, like 50 more of these parlays, you might get enough money together to go get like a 2011 Toyota Corolla or something.
I'm about to get a Prius. The way them gas prices is, give me a Prius.
True enough on that.
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
Sponsored by Advent. Go to adventknows.com because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
All right, Dylan Huddle, question number 1.
So it was announced yesterday that the Cincinnati Bengals will face the Atlanta Falcons in Madrid in Week 9 this season. But what I want to know is what you guys think of the win total. Over, under 9.5 wins for the Bengals this upcoming season.
That should be over.
I think they're going to be over. I think they did enough on their defense this year to improve it to get it to 20th, at least top 20 in the NFL. And I think that with that, if that offense, Joe Burrow stays healthy, which I feel like he's every other year. He's hurt one year, healthy the next year. Hurt one year, one of those things. So I think if he stays healthy this year, which he probably should, I think that they'll win 10, 11 games.
Yeah, I feel like schedule sets up. I mean, we don't have the dates of the schedule, but the teams they play, you look at the numbers, the analytics, the people who crunch these numbers say it should be a pretty easy schedule for the Bengals, relatively speaking, the rest of the NFL. Yeah, everything you said, Tyvis.
The most important.
If Joe Burrow's healthy and the defense is improved, then you should be a playoff team winning 10-plus games. Yes.
One of the most important persons in their office or in that organization is Al Golden.
Sure.
Because they finally went and got him some pieces.
Defensive coordinator.
He got to put it together.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so we're both taking over there. Huddle question number 2.
All right, one Tyvis Powell shared this tweet with us yesterday from John Breach, and it says, the AFC team with the easiest schedule has finished with a winning record in 8 straight seasons. This year, that team is the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, make it 9.
Their win total is set for 6.5, over or under.
Big time over. Don't even kid yourself. Take the over. Put 100 on it.
Let me ask you a question. When you have no quarterback who can actually play the game at an efficient level for 16 games. 17. Well, you know what? I'll take 16 at this point, let alone 17. How are they winning that many games?
Run the ball.
When everybody says, I'm going to sell out to stop the run, I dare you to beat me some other way.
There was this thing, right? So when I was at Ohio State, this coach by the name of Urban Meyer designed the plan to win. The number one thing on the plan to win was play great defense. After that, run the football.
Okay. And the Browns have had the ability to do that the last few years, and how's that worked out for them?
They have not been able to run the football.
Why?
Because their offensive line stunk.
Okay. But also because they have had no good quarterback play that made you worry about the run. And they've had injuries to, the whole Nick Chubb thing probably.
I watched the Cleveland show the other day. Kirk Herbstreit said he ran into Jim Schwartz, who said that Deshaun is back.
I got to follow all that. So Cleveland show, Kirby
ran into
former defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz
said he back.
Of the Browns. Said that Deshaun's going to. Well, I know he's back. He's throwing. What do you mean he's back?
Like he's back to looking like pretty good.
What is back for Deshaun Watson? Back before he was getting back massages, or back before back to what he was 2 years ago?
He played better when he was on the massages.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The man can't leave the facility to get a massage, and so fine. Even if Deshaun Watson is truly back, then sure, they'll win more than, what was the over-under, 6.5?
Yes.
Yeah, they probably could.
Why does it
do
have
better
to be
than that.
just Deshaun? Why can't it be Shador takes the next
step? It can
step?
be Shador, but I don't have faith that that's happening.
Why?
Because I watched him have big struggles with a little thing called not getting rid of the football. And then when you don't do that, you get sacks and you end up in like 2 great plays and then a 3rd and 33 because you take the dumbest sack I've ever seen. Like, that's the problem with him. He has talent. He's not bad.
You know who?
Then he makes horrible decisions.
You know who else? You know who you just described?
Who's that?
Josh Allen.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's top 5
you know
in the league.
Johnny Manziel. Like, there's a
So he gonna be one. He gonna be one of them. He gonna be one of them. So like, I don't know why it's so negative for Shador, but Josh Allen, I watch him do the exact same thing. Everything you just said, Josh Allen does too.
It's not for
and
Shador.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
It's the fact, you're right, but it's also the fact that it's the Browns have to hope they get Josh Allen and not Johnny Manziel.
You need to stop looking at the Browns as it's the Browns. You need to treat them like Indiana. Just wipe what you know about their history. Let it go. And just judge them as they are.
Are you saying Todd Monken is Kirk Cignetti?
No. Indiana, Kirk Cignetti, yeah.
Why do I have... Okay.
Because
now there's a new icing.
When Indiana was winning this year, it was like, it's Indiana. Like, I can't really get behind the fact that it's Indiana. That's how the Browns is going to be this year. You can't get behind the fact that it's the Browns. But it's what it is.
Todd Monken better be Kurt Cignetti, because otherwise,
if he is, build that man a statue.
Sure enough.
I think Tyvis just locks himself in a closet in his house and just writes down reasons to be positive about the Browns. And he does that for about 5 hours a day.
You know, and actually, naturally, it just comes to me because when you're naturally a positive person, you think positive things.
All right. I was worried. I don't know if we were going too long on this segment, but no, I think we're perfectly fine. Let's do one more, Dylan. Huddle question number 3.
All right, so NFL players are watching some of their stadiums get new grass installed because of the World Cup. And J.C. Treader, the NFLPA executive director, said on Cam Hayward's Not Just Football podcast that the players now want grass fields in all the stadiums. The CBA runs through 2030. Do we think there will be all grass stadiums in the NFL by the new CBA?
No, because they built half of them to not have grass in them because they said, oh, why would we need grass? We'll just put a turf in there. Like, how are you going to do that in Atlanta where the only light that gets in there is from Megatron's BH, which is what they call that little opening at the top? It's not, you can't grow grass in there. They'd have to redesign the whole thing to make that happen, right? They don't have real grass in there. They have turf, don't they? In Atlanta? I'm pretty sure. I'm just saying, like, some of these stadiums are not designed to grow grass, so you have to redesign it.
All grass, but it'll never happen.
Well, did you see the stadium where the Bengals are going to be playing? Because they're playing in Spain week 9?
Correct.
November 8th, Sunday, November 8th. They are playing in Madrid. That is where Real Madrid, the soccer team, plays.
They all grass, ain't they?
They are all grass because in Europe they don't mess around with that.
They put turf over there.
No, they put the soccer players refuse to play on artificial turf when they come to America. That's why the World Cup's going to be all on grass.
Where was it at where you were showing me the thing where they like the grass go down and then they
and little trays and it slides off
and then another one comes up.
And underground they grow the grass.
Correct.
They have lighting.
Is that Madrid?
That's where the Bengals are playing.
Good for them.
That's where they're going to play. They're going to play on that surface where they literally have built an underground bunker where the grass goes down. It has each tray gets watered. It gets like the artificial sunlight, the grow lamps that they have for it, basically. Do it all underground. So they can have a Taylor Swift concert there, or they can do whatever they want to do. They have drag races in there if they want to.
I want to know if it's actually a difference. Like, will football players be able to tell the difference?
I promise. Like, I'm telling you, we invest in like scoreboards and goofy lighting and stuff like that. They invest in the actual ground where the game is played, and then they let the crowd provide all the entertainment by actually like being excited and having fun and watching their team. They don't treat it over. I actually envy how they do that in Europe with their soccer stadiums, where they're like, yeah, we don't need to have, oh my gosh, here's a firework for you to pay attention. They just expect you to watch the game. Like an adult, to go and actually enjoy the sport that you love. Actually, more like a kid. That's what kids do. They watch the game and they enjoy it. Now we as adults are like, sorry, I need to get on my phone so I can check in with work and see what's going on. No, I don't want to do that at a game. I don't. Stop distracting me. The Hillbillies down south continue to fight each other over football. I'll give you the latest next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning to you. Well, traffic is definitely building up out there, starting with some crashes we are monitoring for you. Starting in southeast Columbus, we're talking just outside of Canal Winchester. There's a crash. The left shoulder's blocked on 33 West, just beyond Bowen Road, so keep that in mind. Also, a heads up outside of Dublin. Still watching this crash for you, 270 eastbound beyond that 33 and 161 split, but that right shoulder is blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Future therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
BMI Federal Credit Union is celebrating their 90th anniversary all year long with monthly sweepstakes. Get in on your chance to win free gas for a year when you lower your car payment with a BMI FCU auto loan. Apply today at bmifcu.org/gas.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Lingering showers will start to taper off as we go towards sunrise with wake-up temperatures in the 50s and breezy winds. For today, expect a mix of sun and clouds. We'll see some stray showers, although most of us remain dry and breezy with highs in the upper 60s. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 40s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, the weather today. I was looking ahead. We're looking at next week. Could be up near 90 Monday, which I'm all about. I like the warm weather. Maybe some of you don't, but either way, nobody wants it to be 90 degrees in their house. Maybe Dylan, but nobody else wants it to be 90 degrees in their house. And if you do, that's fine. But you want to get whatever air temperature you want in your house. You want that temperature to stay consistent. One way you can help by keeping your home energy efficient is by having energy efficient windows. That'll help with those energy costs as the warm weather months come up here and you start running that AC more and more. Window Nation's buy 4 windows, get 4 windows free sale is going on right now. You can replace all those leaky, drafty windows that you have. Maybe they're old, maybe they're builder grade windows. These are upgraded. These are better. These windows from Window Nation come with great insulation, and you can replace all the windows in your home now and get half of them for free with this sale. Plus, you can get 0 down payment and no interest or payments for 2 years from Window Nation. All their windows come with a 50-point inspection from every window before it leaves the factory. And, of course, a lifetime warranty as well on these windows, which right now you're buying 4 windows, you're getting 4 free. That's the sale from Window Nation. So set up your fast free consultation now at windownation.com. Once again, that's windownation.com. Get your windows fixed with Window Nation.
Do you miss Common Man at any point?
Sure. I mean, we saw each other every day for 13, 14 years. I mean, because I worked as a producer on their show too. So, yeah, I mean, I miss him. I miss Panama Ted. I miss Timmy Hall even, seeing him in afternoons.
If you could only see one of them every day for the rest of your career, who would it be?
Panama Ted.
Well, you know what? There's some good news because if you've missed Common Man,
oh yeah,
you can join Common Man this Thursday night for a special edition of Common Man's Basement. You know the deal. It's Common Man in his basement, hanging out, answering your questions live from the chat. Catch it Thursday night at 9, exclusively on the Fans YouTube channel, presented by The Lion's Den.
Look at that. No, I will tune in for that.
What's he going to do in his basement with the show sponsored by the Lion's Den?
He always has it sponsored by the Lion's Den, and it's, I don't know. I don't know what he does. Because I watch the first 20 minutes or so, and then usually after that, I'm like, all right, I got it.
Do you remember that they sent y'all a package, a care package?
I do remember that. And I very much remember that.
He gonna try to hand me that bottle.
I know we've told this story before, but there was once upon a time going to be a little thing called Man and Bone Fest, and we were going to have the Lion's Den sponsor it. And no joke, the plan was at this event where we would have had a desk. The plan was we were going to sit behind a desk. We would have had me, Common Man, Panama Ted would all be there. And then we would get our friends like Jeff Rimmer, some of these other people that we've had on the show over the years to hopefully come in and we would interview them on a stage, and there would have been little goofy things that would have happened as well. But one of the things that we were hoping for was that the Lions Den would sponsor it, and they would send us a whole bunch of muscle relaxers, shall we say, the appendages, if you will. I think everybody... Are we getting what I'm saying?
You need length and girth.
Thank you.
You want to have a bunch of them just lined up.
Like suction to the desk, just all of them sitting there. And as you're talking, you just smack one of them and they just go flopping around. Yeah.
Would it have been lime green?
I would have had all the colors. All of everything you get, whatever varieties they have, I would have said, give me the full cornucopia of dilds and just have them right there. But we had a plan though. And I hate that this didn't work out.
Shoot it down?
No. This was all here's the thing. No one shot it down. COVID happened. And then we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But what we planned out, and he doesn't work here anymore, but former promotions assistant Brad Murray, let him live.
Oh, yeah.
You may know him as Sticker Brad or Stupid Brad, as some would call him. Anyway, Brad, the plan we had for him was we were going to announce that we got Boomer, the legendary Blue Jackets failed mascot that looked like a cannon and also was very phallic shaped. We were going to have Boomer. We got him back. He's here. He's going to join us on stage. And then what we were going to have Brad do is show up in a full Boomer penis costume. No, a penis costume, and then say, "Oh, our bad. That's his cousin who works over at the Lions Den." That was going to be the joke. But we never see. We had plans. They just didn't happen. So
shout out to the Lions Den.
Let them live. That's great. Yeah, do a fine job over there. Now the Hillbillies down south, they're all fighting with each other. Have you been keeping up with all the different barbs that have been traded here the last couple of days?
Isn't it about the 24 and 16 team playoff?
Oh, not even getting to that.
Oh, are you talking about the LSU or the Lane Kiffin stuff?
Not even that, although that happened.
What is going on?
Here we go. So you have Steve Sarkisian. He's out there talking to the media. I forget if this was to USA Today. Here it is. He was talking about the transfer portal and how when they get guys to come in, they don't offer at Texas. They make you have to do a whole bunch of extra stuff if you want to earn a degree from Texas. Mm-hmm. And at other schools, it's not as difficult to do. Mm-hmm. He said, for example, at Texas, we will only take 50% of a player's academic credit hours, meaning from like their previous school. So he said, you may be a semester from graduating from whatever schools you were in previously, but you're going to go all the way back to 50% of those credit hours if you want to get a degree from Texas.
Who they think they is? Northwestern?
Apparently. But he said, but at Ole Miss, they can take you. All you have to do is take basket weaving and you get an Ole Miss degree. Yes! I love it! They're all fighting down there.
Do Texas play Ole Miss this season?
They do, but it's at Texas. I looked this up because so now what you have is you have Lane Kiffin
this is
calling.
Unbelievable.
Lane Kiffin is calling.
They're falling apart. I love it. They don't agree with the commissioner.
No,
and nobody agrees. The schools hate each other. This is great. The Big Ten has truly broken the SEC.
Oh,
yes,
I love it. Yes,
love that.
You've got
shout out to NIL and the transfer portal. All it took was legalizing the money you had to give to the players, and we are watching the demise of the SEC. This is great.
It's such a great day. It truly is. And here's the beauty of it. I believe it's not this weekend. It's like 2 weeks from this weekend is when they all gather in, I think it's Destin, Florida, somewhere in the Panhandle. And they go for the SEC like meetings where there's SEC meetings and then there's SEC Media Day, which will be more in like the summer. But these meetings, this is where all the coaches go. The ADs will be there. And I'm real excited to see that you got Lane Kiffin, who's now at LSU, calling out Ole Miss and calling them all racist. Then you have Steve Sarkisian calling them all idiots. So, like, you just have...
Ole Miss just getting all kind of jabs. This is ridiculous. They dumb and racist.
Yeah,
this is just terrible.
Apparently. And I just... It's
they cheating to get Trinidad Shamblers.
They cheated that. Yeah.
But they can make you a great basket.
Yeah, apparently because they're basket weaving, they can do that. Did you see that John Summerall?
I hope Ole Miss win the SEC this year. I really do.
Here's where this gets sticky because Gators coach John Summerall, who came from Tulane, am I wrong?
Correct.
Okay. John Summerall, who was an assistant at Ole Miss at one time, said apparently grateful to coach at a top 10 public university that also offers advanced basket weaving. It's like,
wait, where did he go? Florida?
No. He coaches Florida now, but he did coach at Ole Miss. So I'm like, which school is he talking about? Is he talking about Florida offers the basket weaving, or he's also in the Ole Miss? So now you have people dividing themselves over like, I'm with Ole Miss or I'm against Ole Miss.
I'm rooting for Ole Miss this year.
Are you?
I am.
Why is that?
Because I don't like that everybody's just against Ole Miss. I want them to be like, hey, listen, bleep all of y'all. We're going to win the whole conference.
By the way, I saw something yesterday. It gave me an idea. Speaking of the it's not all SEC. Florida State and Georgia, they've announced they're going to play a neutral site game in 2028.
Florida State and Georgia?
Yeah.
Maybe Florida State will be good by then.
Yeah, that's not an SEC team, but it is down south. And I saw that they selected 7 cities as the possible finalists to get this, game, this neutral site game.
Oh, because God forbid it be on a campus.
But no, we can't play Florida State and Georgia. We can't have that just on campus. So go figure. One of the sites was Atlanta because it's like an hour from Georgia's campus. But Charlotte, Miami, Nashville, New Orleans, Orlando, and Tampa. You know what, cowards? Put it in Columbus, Ohio. How about that? You want to see something? Come play it up here and play it in November. Play it in the cold. Then we'll believe in you. I actually think the reverse would be funnier, though. Because, one, if they put that in Columbus, all of us haters would buy tickets just to boo both these programs for 4 quarters, which I would love. But I think it would be better if we took, like, Ohio State, Indiana, put that game in Tuscaloosa just as a, here you go. Want to see good football? Sorry, you're watching AAA now down here. Here's what the good teams look like, and then just play a great football game in front of actual slack-jawed hillbillies in Tuscaloosa.
What you call them, Dylan? The farm league.
Yeah.
Alabama.
AAA Tuscaloosa. That's their new name.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear Crimson Tide ever again.
Let's take
system. They go leave there, come to Ohio State, and become champions.
Let's do like the Harlem Globetrotters have done for years, where they just travel around, or like Savannah Bananas do this now, where they go to different locales and here's our brand of baseball.
Yeah.
Do that with Big Ten, just so they'll be like, well, my golly, I ain't seen nobody do that. They throw and run the ball and play defense all at the same time. What are we watching? I'm wet. Oh, my Lord, I want that. All we had last year was old Ty Simpson just throwing the ball. No running game.
Yeah,
what is this?
That was terrible. They got another quarterback. They got like a true freshman.
Show them what real football looks like. Yeah. Just put some random Big Ten games in Tuscaloosa so they can actually see football again.
Can't run the ball.
No,
that's terrible. I never thought I'd see that day.
I love it. Like our running game to them, they would have renamed their program. They would have said this is the Doak Walker winner now. Like this guy right here is that guy. Like they would have just been. They couldn't understand our running game was mediocre, and that to them that would have been the best running game they've had in years. So there you go. We'll come up in 2 minutes. Ryan Day was talking to Josh Pate, who we just had on the show yesterday, and he had a thought about how the approach to the Michigan game was different this year. You will hear what they did different coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Over on the west side, we are seeing some slowdowns right now just by that 270 and 70 eastbound split. Really doesn't get any better until you're heading towards that 70 and 670 intersection. Also over on the east side, just south of Reynoldsburg, some traffic building 70 westbound, especially over by Bryce Road. And for our friends in Delaware County, traffic really picking up for you, both that 71 south, even that 23 south direction, especially 23 from 36 to 270. It's already looking at a 16-minute commute. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Living life isn't about dealing with pain or fighting through it. It's about doing the things you want without the thought of pain. Let me introduce you to the man with the plan, and it's Dr. Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics. They're located in Dublin and Gahanna. As a former professional athlete, running and jumping was very painful. I couldn't play in the backyard with my kids without feeling pain. Now I'm beating them in every sport and having fun bonding with them. They're helping patients with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, hips, and shoulders. Now they're moving, sleeping, golfing, running without surgery or long-term recoveries. The science is real. The treatments are natural. Your body knows how to heal. QC Kinetics finally gives it the right tools. Get back to the version of you that doesn't map out a route based on where you can sit or avoid stairs. The longer inflammation sits, the more damage it does. So this isn't a I'll get around to a situation. Right now is the right time, and the first step doesn't cost you a thing. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Right. We still have a lot to get to today because we have a fan poll up here, Dylan.
I'm putting it up right now.
Okay. Fan poll brought to you by JT's Pizza Pub. I believe we're doing some version of this, which is, do you like the fact that Jackets signed Charlie Coyle to a 6-year, $36 million deal, 36-year deal too?
That would be dope.
Yeah. Yes or no. So that'll be the fan poll brought to you by JT's Pizza Pub. We also tomorrow are doing the list, and that is at 7 a.m., but I don't, as of yet, know what we're doing for the list. Though we were kicking around an idea, Tyvis, because I mentioned, we were talking about Shedeur Sanders, and you brought up how Josh Allen, a lot of Shedeur Sanders' negative qualities, there are good quarterbacks who do some of those things too, like Josh Allen.
Correct.
Who takes bad sacks, throws bad picks, but then he's Josh Allen the rest of the time, and that guy has been pretty good overall. But we were debating on, you don't feel like, well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you feel like Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback?
Why are you even thinking about this?
He is.
Because I'm trying to think if his 5 quarterbacks better.
The answer is no. There's not.
Matt Stafford, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
Then Josh Allen.
Okay.
That would be right.
I am a big fan of Patrick Mahomes. Based off their past couple of seasons, you're telling me you think Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Josh Allen? What are we doing?
I'm trying to decide if this is a better Hot Take Tuesday or a better the list top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. I don't know. I mean, that might be something to consider, but do we want to just call the list tomorrow? Like, that seems so generic, top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Apparently, it's more debated than I thought it was.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
It would be a good list topic.
I don't know, but it feels like we'll all, like, other than like 1 or 2 spots, we're all going to agree on most of them. I don't know. Tomorrow, tune in, 7 a.m. to list. Maybe it's this, maybe it's something else. You know what? You can tweet us, @Bone and Tyvis 971. Give us a topic.
Can we give the listeners some behind the scenes of what was going on here yesterday afternoon?
Well, I didn't get to listen to Common Man yesterday. I know, was Nicole on with him yesterday?
I'm not sure.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Correct.
I didn't get to hear, but I would hope that he brought up some of what was occurring yesterday. Because
are you talking about the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm going to read this email.
Yeah, I don't know.
Read the email.
It says, good afternoon. We have just finished clearing a clog in our bathroom sewer line, and the root cause was a blockage caused by the use of personal wipes, i.e. dude wipes, etc. Please refrain from using personal wipes and only use toilet paper. Do we work with children? Who's doing this? I want to know.
I don't know, man.
We should launch an investigation.
Well, I will say the flushable wipes people, there's got to be a class action lawsuit coming towards them, right? Like, I mean, we got the mesothelioma every 5 minutes. I don't know anyone who's ever had that, but I know multiple people who have said, oh, yeah, turns out you can't flush the flushable wipes because it ruined our plumbing and we had to get thousands of dollars in repairs done. And yet all of those things say flushable, and they're not. They are clearly not.
That is true.
Like, didn't the city of New York say they have these giant, like, clogs in their like in the main sewers, not the little sewage lines, the main big sewers that are, people can stand in those pipes. The Ninja Turtles live down there, like that kind of thing, where they said they have to get, like, these things are 20 feet long and 10 feet tall and they're clogs. And they said a lot of it is made up of those flushable wipes. And I just feel like there's got to be something going on there. I see dude wipes commercials all the time. I see all this stuff everywhere.
Been sued.
But they say flushable, and then people get their plumbing broke. Like, apparently we just did. So I don't know.
Well, they CEO must be Daryl Morey because he's a liar.
That's we don't have time to go into how much Daryl Morey sucks, but yes, the former GM of the Rockets.
Yes.
Where else was he a GM? He's the Sixers GM until yesterday. He got fired, but where else was he a GM? Somewhere else? I feel like I'm missing.
It was just Houston.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, he also was responsible for bringing in James Harden to those 2 places, and James Harden no liking him now because he
He's a liar.
dared to move on from Daryl Morey. Or from
He's a
James
liar,
Harden.
and he would never play for any organization that Daryl Morey's a part of.
That's what James Harden said. Here is what Ryan Day said about the Michigan game last year and how they tried to change up some of what they did in their approach to
And
it.
I think the game itself, you have Thanksgiving. You have, for us on Sunday night, the band used to come in and do their deal. We would get in the bus and drive up there. Why? Because that's what they've always done here. And I just said, well, we have to keep this more like a normal week and make it normal. And if we continue to build every week, then we'll be ready for that game at the end of the season, because the guys know how important it is. You can hear it when they talk. So we did the band thing during the bye week. We flew up instead of drove up. We just tried to keep everything consistent the best we could. And I think it allowed the guys to focus on the game more and not as much about all the other things that come with it. Because if we can master what we do on a week-to-week basis and be really, really good at, doing our job and preparing and practicing at a high level and then performing on Saturday, that's ultimately what it comes down to. We know the emotion's going to be there. We know what comes with that game. We know how much it means to everybody. But sometimes when you spend so much on it and it's been a couple years, 3 years, 4 years where it's not going well, there can be so much on it that you almost become paralyzed when things don't go well. And we didn't want that to happen. And I thought it was a good example of that is, we threw the pick early in the game, and then we came right back and just kept playing. It didn't affect us like maybe it had in the past.
What do you think about that? As someone who went through a lot of that, you saw a lot of what that game week was like under Urban. The approach seemed to work. I mean, they won the game.
I mean, at the end of the day, isn't that the most important thing? Is that they figured out what worked for them? I think it's just different strategies for different people. People... like, to me, I had no problem with all of the stuff that went into the week. To me, it didn't distract me from the goal, to win the game. I thought we was able to. I think we did a great job being able to handle, Earl Bruce coming in or a former player coming in giving a speech, watching the highlights for the game, understanding the meaning of the gold pants, senior tackle, all of that. We was able to do all that and still go out there and play, and win the game. But maybe, it's just different for different people. Some people can't handle all of the stuff. Some people got to just be one thing going on at a time. And apparently he figured that out for his team, and he did what was best for his team. So good for them. I'm just happy they finally figured out the recipe, per se, to winning the game, because it was ridiculous that they kept losing.
No kidding. But I will say this. Ryan Day is not, making this connection, but I will. I do wonder if the stuff that they did with when you were there, when Urban was recruiting guys, and a lot of the recruiting then was still based on you're from Ohio. There are a decent amount of guys who have Ohio ties on the roster. There's a meaningfulness to this game. You're here for 3 or 4 years. You have plenty of time to understand the gravity of the situation before maybe you even get your chance to play in that game. Now you have guys coming in who it is, hey, you're here for 6 months. You're maybe here for 18 months. You're not.
They got Quinn Ewers to buy in. He still calls them the team up north.
Sure, right. I'm saying you have guys now that are transferring in, and they're here not in the same way that you get recruited because they're coming from their third college football team. Mm-hmm. To them, it's like, what's the object at hand? What's in front of me?
Yeah.
And the more you keep it the same for a guy who it's just, I guess I don't mean say this is a bad way towards your guys or a bad way towards them. I feel like they're more like pros or mercenaries, however you want to look at it, where it's just, I'm in here to do a job. You hired me. The job is to go play football and be great. And they want to get developed, all that stuff. But when you guys got hired or brought in, as you didn't get hired, you got recruited to come in and play. But when you guys got brought in, the idea was you're here for a period of time to build you in a much different way.
You got to build, you got to learn that hate and build it over a 4 3 or 4 year span, to where some of these guys, you got to try to get them to have that hate in 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, and to also not make it too big of a thing where you can't just go focus and do your job. I think keeping it as basic as possible as, hey, this is just like when we play this other team.
Like I said,
some of that might work now because the players are different.
That's what
when you got recruited.
That's what you got to do.
Right. And go back to John Cooper. Coop had to do all this stuff too, where he tried to get rid of stuff, bring stuff back, and nothing seemed to work there.
Because you remember last year I was upset that they moved the band thing.
Yeah, they moved it off that
like 2 weeks earlier. And I'm like, since when did they do that?
Yep. Apparently this is why.
It worked.
And you know what? You can't argue with the results. That's true. All right, we're going to hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In Northeast Columbus, just outside of Blendon Township, we are noticing a crash on that 161 westbound ramp to 270. And that could be that northbound or southbound direction, so expect some lane closures out there. Not looking at too much traffic in that area, but a different story in Southeast Columbus. We're talking by Canal Winchester, a crash on 33 in that westbound direction. It's just past Bowen Road, and right before Gender Road, you expect some delays out there because that left shoulder is blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Family owned and operated. It isn't all sunshine and rainbows. This is Dennis Sullivan, president of Care Heating and Cooling. Here's something you don't hear admitted very often. When you run a business with your family, you don't always get along with them. We argue, we debate, we have real conversations about the decisions that we make. But at Care, every conversation comes back to our priorities, doing right by our employees and our customers. Because when you treat your team like family, they take better care of the families they serve. And when you treat your customers the way you want your own family treated, trust follows. That mindset doesn't always maximize short-term profits, but it builds something better, long-term relationships. Today, more and more local companies are being bought by venture capital firms, where maximizing profits often leads to a sales-first mentality. Care is still family-owned and locally operated, so we can keep people, not profits, at the center of every decision. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
Ready to move? Open an Ohio Homebuyer Plus account at CME Federal Credit Union and earn 6.5% APY for up to 5 years. Ready to buy? Lock in a 5/1 ARM mortgage at just 5% APR. Learn more at cmefcu.org.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Does your Ford need service? At the Capital Ford of Columbus Service Department, our factory-trained technicians use genuine Ford Motor Company parts to keep your vehicle built Ford tough. Get your vehicle serviced right the first time at Capital Ford of Columbus in Whitehall.
Common Man and Timmy. Voted America's dumbest show by Marconi voters. Common Man is a Columbus radio legend. And by legend, I mean it's a miracle he hasn't been fired yet. And Timmy is, well, Timmy will complain about anything and everything. And he kind of looks like a woman. Giggity, giggity, giggity. So there's that. Common Man and Timmy.
Sponsored by Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on The Fan.
Guess which store is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and you'll get up to $180 off sets of Goodyear tires.
Oh, is it the one with the annoying jingle?
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're like me, you hate wasting anything. I don't like to waste money. I don't like to waste food. I don't like to waste the air conditioning in my house. But if your windows suck, you're running your air conditioning more and you're wasting that great AC that you've paid for. Fix that problem. Upgrade your windows now with Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. You could replace all the windows in your home with new energy-efficient windows from Window Nation and get half of them for free. The sale ends soon, so book your consultation now. WindowNation.com.
Grilling season starts now at Billiards Plus. Shop top-of-the-line grills and turn every cookout into a win. Then bring the fun inside with pool tables, shuffleboard, and more. Everything for the ultimate game room. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
The Fan is headed to the Memorial. Are you ready for 30 hours of live coverage? Oh, it's true, baby.
Sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. TheWaterworks.com.
The best Memorial coverage, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program, our favorite uncle, who's probably one of the best athletes that we really don't talk a lot about. Uncle Bo Bishop of Bishop and
change
Friends.
that.
Bo,
you want to talk more about my exploits?
Yeah,
all my greatness.
Let's talk about your jumper, because last night I needed some pointers. I couldn't buy a bucket. I looked like Kwame Brown out there. It was terrible.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was bad, Bo. This might have been the worst performance I've ever had playing basketball.
Well, what is your game like now? Like, give me a comp.
Oh, I'm a post player.
You're a post player.
Yeah.
I always had you like as an Iguodala.
I'm a post player that can.
A Sean Marion.
No. I'm not. So, when you play basketball at my age, I'm not going 100% ever.
Well, no, because you like your Achilles.
Correct. So, I'm actually scared to drive to the lane after seeing that dude pop his Achilles. So now I just get the ball and post up. If I want to go to the lane, I'm going to do a post move, maybe do a spin or just drop the shoulder and then go up. That's kind of where I'm at. And then occasionally I'll pop out at the three, shoot some shots out there. But a lot of my game is inside the paint.
You're like old Kobe then.
Yeah. A
little bit of old Kobe, like those short post, turnaround jumpers and such.
You can't stop it.
Yeah. No, probably not. I'm sure you're playing with people who aren't former NFL players, so I'm sure that you can get a shot whenever you want.
Well, it got a little tension rose yesterday because one of my teammates got abused at the 3-point line, and there was a lot of chatter going on. So what happened was the guy who was hitting the shots, the guy I was checking set a pick. And when a guy gets picked, naturally you switch.
Switch or go over.
So I got switched onto the guy, and he tried to hit me with his little dribble move and try to shoot, and I stripped it, fast break, score.
That's right.
And I gave him the look, and then I started chattering, and then the whole place went, oh!
Well, wait.
It went like that.
You're leaving out a particular part of this story, because when he brought this up earlier, Bo, he took his teammate, put him right behind the bus and ran him over and said his teammate's name was Teddy. I'm not Teddy.
Panama Ted. Yeah, you're not about to do me like that because I'm not Teddy.
Yeah, he said I'm not like this guy, and I thought, well, that's not good for team unity. That's bad. You don't.
Hey, listen. The thing about sports is you can't deny it. It's right there. It's happening.
Yes, but you could still build your teammate up while still saying you're not going to go against me.
Let me ask you this. If we was playing a game of basketball and the guy you was checking, you couldn't do nothing with him, and I said, let me check him.
Right.
That sometimes is the greatest sigh of relief. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tyvis, but then if you were
That's how Teddy felt yesterday.
Yes, but then if you looked over and were just like, let me tell you what, that guy sucks over there. That's not good for team unity. I'm saying the way to handle that is you go, Bo, I got you now. And you just focus all your attention, your negativity on that other team's player.
Are you more of a Kobe/Michael leadership or more of a LeBron?
Oh, I'm the former. I would definitely be more the. See, I'm not that type of player,
Tyvis,
but I would be more of that.
Tyvis does
because when I do it, it's wrong. But Bo said he would do the same thing.
I don't think
Bo's wrong too.
I think you're stuck. You're stuck in between. You're too good of an athlete. I don't know what type of run you're getting right now, but are you in a position? Here's the big thing.
He's
about
the best athlete
basketball
on the floor at this team. I'm getting the vibe that you're the best athlete at this pickup.
Best
game.
So here's the thing. The people we was playing was good athletes.
This is the rule of pickup basketball, and it's kind of like youth sports. You have to play within your talent level only. You can't go up. You can't level up, and for you, that'll be hard athletically. Obviously, you're a former professional athlete, so there's not going to be a whole lot of leveling up. But then you also can't go down. You can't go in and run with a bunch of bums either. So that's the sweet spot. You got to find the right run to take advantage of things. I once, when I was in Florida, this is my best pickup basketball I got for you. I was once in a summer league, a winter travel basketball league when I was in Tallahassee that Bob Sura played in.
Wow.
But that wasn't the headliner. The headline, it was ridiculous high-level basketball. But the thing that was the headliner was Roy Jones Jr. Would come over from Pensacola in a limo for the games. And he'd bring his team with him. and he would come over and you play like Roy Jones Jr. was out there.
Feels a bit like the Prince story from Chappelle, where he just rolls.
It was a lot like that. And one time I interviewed him because Roy came over, and I'm like, so I interviewed Roy, and he was everything you'd want Roy Jones Jr. to be. Every answer was as if he was on HBO on the fight night. It was all perfect. It was spectacular. But yeah, that was the highlight of my pickup basketball years was that.
Yeah, I feel like Tyvis has said Cardale plays in the league too, does he not?
I think he does.
Okay, I remember when you talked about this a few weeks ago.
League or pickup?
See, I think I want to say it's a league.
And I believe you said those guys. You said those guys were like
they was on
legit.
here chirping. No, well, they I think they got the jerseys and everything.
Oh, you're playing in a league then?
I'm not. That's Cardale. I'm not doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
This is for cardio
I think
purposes.
Tyvis is ducking the tougher league.
I'm not ducking anything. I'm not there yet. And I don't know if I ever will be because I'm demoralized by the fact that the guy popped his Achilles right in front of me. And it's I don't have the desire to prove this guy wrong like that.
No.
Defensively, yes. I will slide my feet defensively and shut somebody down. But offensively, I just don't have it in me to risk popping my Achilles for it.
But Tyvis is playing against 5'7" short kings on a carpet in a church.
That's kind of what I think is going on.
These kids.
I think it's in play that this is a little bit of Billy Madison.
It couldn't have been. You know why? Yesterday
I played just blocking shots of
I played
finance
5
guys
games,
and Powell.
bro. I lost like 4. I only won one game yesterday.
We got it. You can't coach a team to wins. You can't get a team on the court. I mean, pretty much, I think we're finding out.
It's
always
just a failure when it comes to basketball.
You got to get that rhythm back in that shot. Get yourself a little step or a hop or something to get yourself your rhythm.
I'm scared.
Tyvis, I think there's a junior high girls open gym at Marysville. You get you over there, you get your shot back, and then maybe you can go play adults. How about that? We'll try that.
A little summer league with Bootsy's team, and you can get some confidence back.
Perfect. What you got coming up on a First Friday Miracle here today?
I don't even know, buddy.
Perfect.
I don't even know. Hey, big anniversary. We got a big anniversary we're going to get to. Do that right out of the gates. Have a little fun with that. It is a Hey Guys First Friday, so the fellas can get their questions in, and ladies, for that coming up at 11 o'clock. And we'll get you officially endorsed, which is bake-inspired. So you have that to look forward to, which is nice.
There you go. Sounds good. Bishop and Friends, 9 to noon, right here on The Fan. Thanks, Bo. Appreciate it.
All right, boys.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Well, we may have some history made in the world of auto racing coming up Memorial Day weekend. Catherine Legg, who has driven in IndyCar, she has driven in NASCAR, she's driven a variety of different forms of motorsports. She's going to attempt to do something no woman has ever attempted. That is to run the Indy 500 Memorial Day Sunday and then get in a helicopter, fly down to Charlotte, North Carolina to run in the Live Fast Motorsports car in the Coca-Cola 600. So that will be 1,100 total miles of auto racing in one day. 2 different disciplines. No woman's ever attempted it. Only a few male drivers have ever done it. Tony Stewart, I think, was the one who did it the most successfully, but there you go.
Good luck.
Yeah. Good for
luck to her.
Absolutely right.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a very cool thing. That I love hearing it when race car drivers try to do that because it's impossible. No one's ever won one of those, let alone both in the same day. But yeah, making history by even attempting it, good for her. I hope it works out. That's it for us. Bishop and Friends is next. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Over on the west side, we are now seeing a disabled vehicle affecting that 70 eastbound direction. The center lane is blocked over just passing Hilliard Road right before 270. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Have a great day.
Hey, what's up?